gonna let this one go for a little bit. That was a proper purge horn right there, dude. Proper purge horn. We live. I want to make sure everybody could hear me. You guys could see us. I just got off an airplane. Seemed like an hour ago. I am so glad to be on this live stream with Danny. How do you feel, Danny? How you been, man? I miss you.
I know. Man, I'm excited about all the news you guys got. Some great stuff to talk about.
Yup. So, in today's live stream, we're going to be talking about a whole lot of Disneyland, whole lot of Knott's Merry Farm. Danny got to experience that with the Mystery Bay. And we're going to go a little bit into Universal. Universal's kind of in the background right now, but they're going to take off this week. That's their big kickoff to their holiday season. And we're going to be talking about freaking D23 or Destination D23. This right here. Look, there it is.
Did they give you that, Mondo? Or
no, I had to buy that. But surprisingly, the stuff at Mickey's at Glendale is like reasonably priced. It ain't no Cali prices. It ain't no Cali prices, dude. Like this sweater right here was I think $40. This sweater in D23 Anaheim will be probably like $70.
Yeah, $24.99.
Yeah. We got a super chat straight off the private jet from Orlando. The boys are back in town. I wish I had a private jet. But real quick, let's talk about that. But thank you, Rudio. I've flown now with Southwest, American Airlines, and Delta. I'm going to have to say Delta it's the best experience, the smoothest in regards to the process. And I enjoy the seats. I enjoy the movies they play, the people they staff, the food. You get, like, on the way there and the way back, I got a drink and, like, a couple snacks 2 times. Danny has flown Delta. What's your experience with Delta, Danny?
I only fly Delta. I love Delta. I'm a very tall person, so being 6'3" and have really long legs. Delta is one of the airlines that still offers I guess the seats that are above main cabin but not first class because they got a little more leg room.
Yeah.
Not a lot of airlines still offer those. So Delta still offers them. They call them Comfort Plus. And I always book Delta Comfort Plus because then my legs don't touch the seat in front of me.
Yeah. I will say, I'm not as tall as Danny. I'm 5'9". And you have enough leg room in just the main cabin seat, like not the Comfort Plus or, obviously first class, but Delta's great. If y'all ever trying to fly out to Florida, I recommend Delta. I know it's more expensive. It is more expensive, but to have a good experience and a smooth flight and bada bing, bada boom is worth it. It's worth it. We got some super chat. I love pizza. Hello, Mondo and Danny. Mondo, the D23 experience looked amazing. I am so thankful I was able to attend this event. I didn't know what to expect. For me, I've never seen a Destination D23, but from what I've heard, Danny, this one kind of packed more of a punch because, coming after a pandemic. Have you seen what D23 or Destination Ds look like previous? Because I feel like this one was kind of more like bang for your buck than previous. That's what a lot of people kept saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. This 100% was. I feel like D23 was kind of itching to get back in the convention game. They've been out. They didn't get to hit their year, 2021 this year because of the pandemic. Obviously, it could have been available to do something like D23 Expo this year. However, all the lost year of all the planning and also all the vendors that have to come in to put something together like D23 Expo. That's the reason why it was truly delayed. So, but in the past, the event used to be called Destination D.
Mm-hmm.
So at some
It
point
was.
they changed it to Destination D23. Yeah, because D23 Expo has always been every other year. So the first D23 Expo, I've been to all of them, was in 2009, and then it skipped a year. So it was 2011, 13, 15, 17, 19, which is the last one that we had. And then in between all the years that it skips is Destination D, and it's always at Disney's Contemporary Resort. And it's always at Walt Disney World. They've had some Destination Ds too in Tokyo. I've never seen the or kind of watched too much of the coverage of the Tokyo Destination D events. But the Disney World ones were always more focused on history and like story and really just kind of intimate panels. If you really wanted that experience where you didn't have these massive crowds or anything like that. And there wasn't usually typically like a lot of news dropped at those events. They were like maybe little tidbits here and there. A lot of times it was Disney World related. But this time, they actually had a full on like parks and resorts presentation, which they
And it
never.
was like 2 hours, Daddy. It was. I felt like it was long.
Yeah, they actually had a whole panel. So
We got a super chat from Verdiana. I stand with my unpopular opinion. Bring back virtual queue for Rise. Also, so stoked for Fantasmic to come back. Love you guys. I am so happy that Fantasmic got talked about. It's been what? It seems like 2 years since anything Fantasmic has been even mentioned. Uh, we're gonna get into all that conversation, Verdion. We got a lot to talk about because it seems like I can't. To quote Rich Lux, I can't get a day can't get a day off to save my life.
voila.
Gosh, man. Raul the Doctor. Oh damn. What's up, Monto and Danny? Welcome back home, brother, for a push. I'm actually here early, dude. Doctor, it's always great to have you, my friend. Uh, I I will be doing a Disneyland churro video soon. That I didn't expect my churro video to do that good, and it did. So I'm gonna do a Disneyland one. We'll have a dedication to you, my friend, with one of those churros. um, okay. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously, we talked a little bit about Florida right now. I want the quick. Let's get right into it, Danny. Let's get down to business. Rise of the Resistance, Danny. It's the talk of the town. Today's the first day that they unveiled the wait time or the standby version of this queue. Previously, it's been boarding groups. That's the only way you could get on Rise of the Resistance was boarding groups. And it seemed like boarding groups, for the most part, people hated it. And then people got accustomed to how to do it, and then you love boarding groups. And then they took away boarding groups, and now they're standby, and the line is long, which was expected. This is like a marquee e-ticket ride, as they call it. To me, nothing new. It's like we had a Radiator Spring Racers. There's been an S show for years. Now we got one at Disneyland. No, it's no longer just Peter Pan. It will now be Rise of the Resistance. There's a lot of stuff to unveil right here. I want your opinion and thoughts, Danny. Let's fire up the conversation with Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, I mean, Disney World debuted theirs with the same exact thing. It was no different. Like everyone today was posting on social media like it was some crazy thing. It looked exactly like this at Walt Disney World. All the bloggers, the vloggers, and more so here than in Walt Disney World, you have all the people that want to post the same thing on Instagram. They were the ones that were all there first thing in the morning, trying to get the shots of all the crowds, of all the people waiting to get on Rise of the Resistance. Of course, this morning the lines were crazy right when the park first opened because today was the first day that they were able to do this. But it didn't take all but 3 hours for the line to get down to I posted it on my Instagram story, I think at like 70 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So 75 minutes. Yeah, that's what I think I posted it as. So Honestly, Walt Disney World typically hovers around like 55 to 90 minutes typically, which is way less than something like Flight of Passage. So it's to be expected. I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean was garnering a 60-minute wait today. Haunted Mansion Holiday at its peak was at like 60 minutes as well. Space Mountain was at 90. So really, Space Mountain and Rise of the Resistance had the same length too, if you're going by the app. So it's honestly not any different. Everyone wanted to do it this morning to be the first ones to do it without a boarding group, but that's gonna die off. You know, people ride it once. I'm all for it. I love that you can wait in line for it. I think it's tragic that a family pays for five people in a family come for one day with a 1 day ticket of $154 a person to come ride this ride, and all it takes is 30 seconds in the morning for them to not be able to get it, and then they have no choice but to not ride it.
Yeah.
So at least this way, you're giving that family the choice to wait in line. So if it's truly that important to them, they have the option to wait 90 minutes, an hour and a half to ride a ride that they're probably going to like a lot.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm all for it. They're getting used to people waiting in line, because when Lightning Lane comes, it'll be the same thing. I mean, Lightning Lane will make the line a little bit longer, so we're gonna have a little bit longer of a queue. So they're kind of getting it out of people's system, and what a great way to test it with the cast members and everything, because this is a holiday week. So
Yeah. This is a really good question right here, Danny. Why did they close Rise at 8 o'clock? I have to say I don't know. Maybe it's firework related. Maybe they just want to have more maintenance time to work on the ride overnight. Those are the only things I could think of.
Yeah, it's probably because they just assumed that whatever would be left at the end of the night could be like 2 hours, right?
Mm,
So they 2-3 hours. So they're giving themselves like a 2-3 hour buffer until the initial opening day crowds are kind of gone, and then um, once they do that, it'll probably go back to normal and it'll stay open and close with the rest of the park. But they can't have it stay open until whenever Disneyland closes tonight. I don't even know what time it closes tonight, like 11 or 10 or midnight. I don't even know.
Oh, damn. We got Darnell right. My daughter will be happy to see more churro videos. Thank you. Darnell, we actually talked about your daughter on previous Speculation Sunday, I think.
I know. We did, and Mondo said that video was for Darnell Wright's daughter.
Yeah.
No, but I was just saying if the wait is as long as it is today, they can't have people getting in line like at 11 p.m. and then like the cast members have to stay late. So they close it early as like a buffer.
Yeah. Thank you, Darnell Wright. I appreciate it. Always happy to get some churros on the channel. We got Mark W. Oh, damn. Thanks for all the D23 content, and that Nonce takeover video was fires. Big shout out to Danny. Dude, you did an incredible job. That video has got a lot of positive feedback. You did a great job, man. I really appreciate you. I was scared for you to go on Friday, Danny, because after what we saw at Knott's Berry Farm on Thursday for the pass holder preview, it was bad. It was bad. I was like, Friday might not be fun, but
I was nervous.
We'll get into Knott soon, but thank you, Mark W. Let me see. I'm just reading the comments right now. Rise broke down today. That's what I heard. I heard that too. Jeannie B says, I'm glad I went to standby, bringing my sister and brother-in-law to the parks next week, and they haven't ridden it yet. Now I know they will. You see, to go deeper into the conversation of Rise of the Resistance, let's talk about the Rise effect, Danny. Look at this. This was at 8:30 when Rise of the Resistance was like 2 hours, 3-hour wait.
I would have just gone like bam, 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 bam to everything else.
At what point do you just go, forget Rise? I'm doing all of Fantasyland. You know what? Let's go on Jungle Cruise. Pirates was 5 minutes. Let's go to Haunted Mansion. That was only 13 minutes. Like, I love the Rise effect. And let everybody that wants to go to Rise, y'all go to Rise. I'm gonna get on everything else. To me, I think Rise of the Resistance going standby is a beautiful thing. It's gonna eat up crowds into that queue and away from the park, quite frankly, because that queue's all in the mountains in there. So like I love it. It's just a positive effect on the theme park. Where things get a little more complicated, Danny, is what's gonna happen when Genie Plus comes, dog. Because that's where things are no longer like we're on a different playing scale. Like there's people cutting the line now.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts, Danny?
The line, like we saw today, the line went really low. Only a couple hours afterwards. So they did this at Walt Disney World. They took down the boarding groups a few weeks before Disney Genie Plus launched. So I would imagine ours is probably coming pretty soon. Although they need to step up their game because they've got so many fast pass signs to replace, and they still haven't done like even half the work. But it could be an indicator that they're trying to just let the growing pains of Rise of the Resistance kind of, you know, pan out as far as like all the annual pass holders or magic key holders and holiday goers, wait in line before they start to introduce the lightning lane. But obviously, if they're going to let everyone wait in line and not have boarding groups, and the line is like an hour, hour and a half, you'll be more inclined to spend, $15.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I looked at the app and I saw this say 240 minutes, I'm gonna buy a lightning lane. I ain't about like $15 is worth not waiting 240 minutes, Danny. Especially if you're like traveling. And I get the fact that like, oh my gosh, $15 per person, blah blah blah. Like, dude, if you're able to knock out Rise like in 40 minutes with the lightning lane, that frees up way more time to do other stuff in the theme park while everybody's still in line. So I think Genie Plus is going to be a very good thing. This ride eating up so much queue and having such long lines, a great thing for Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
We got a super chat. Hey, Mondo Danny, Saya PB, thank you, my friend. It's been a minute since I caught a speculation stream. Hope everything is well. Here's a churro, coffee, etc. on me. Heck yeah. Thank you, Saya PV. Appreciate your kindness, brother. Let me keep reading. Damn, the chat is hot tonight. Woo! Woo! It's hot. We got Andrew with the super chat. Andrew, Mondo. Always enjoy watching Speculation Sunday with my wife. Keep making the Fired Cup content. Say hi to wife Stacy. What's up, Stacy? Thank you for being part of the Five Fire community. I just want to say, hope you have a 5 fires of a week. And thank you, Andrew, for watching Speculation Sunday with your wife, man. That means a lot. That truly means a lot, man. I couldn't wait to do today's live stream. Like, I've been itching. It's like not doing a Speculation Sunday on a Sunday. Like, it's just like, it bothers me. oh, damn, we got Rich Lux. What? Can't get a day off to save my life. Dude, Rich, keep up the good work, man. I was watching a lot of your videos on the airplane flight. By the way, that's another thing with Delta. You could pay $5 and you could use YouTube, TikTok, whatever you want. You don't have to watch their movies. Like, you could just fire up Disney Plus on your phone if you want. That's always a big benefit. $5 to me is worth every dollar, dude. And on a 5-hour flight. Rich says, here is for the Disney landing lane so you could get on. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, Rich, look, dude, that money's going straight for this right here. Look at that. Look at that. Danny, what, like, is there a ride in Walt Disney World or Disneyland where you wait 240 minutes?
Flight of Passage.
Damn, that's the only one. And that's like a regular thing in Florida.
Like, it's regularly 3 hours. Regularly.
Every day. It was Peter from Ordinary Adventures where he told us that Flight of Passage pretty much has had an average wait in its lifetime of 1 hour plus. I didn't believe that. And when we looked it up, it was totally true. Like it's really more like an hour and a half. Like that's its average wait time in its lifetime. Like it's not. It's just nuts, dude. It's not
Yeah.
that. You know what I think has happened, Danny, is we got blessed to not have Fast Pass, Max Pass, and soon to be Disney Genie Plus at Disneyland because the lines, they don't get, nothing's cutting the lines. It's been the most efficient like ride waiting times ever, ever. We're like in the golden age, and I'm appreciating it, Danny. Because Genie Plus is gonna definitely it's gonna have a big impact in lines. This right here could possibly say 360 minutes whenever Disney Genie Plus comes out.
Yeah.
I you know something I want to talk about real quick too, Danny. We talked with our friends in Florida. They said it's going to be a standby at Rise of the Resistance, or it could go to virtual queue. Virtual queue has never been fired up in Florida, so that's a whole lot of hoopla talk, right, Danny?
Yeah, so that was one thing I brought up. I wanted to check with our Florida friends who live out there. So Disney World did the same thing. They shut off the boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance, and then they launched Genie Plus. And they also gave out the disclaimer that said, "Oh, we still might use boarding groups though on busy days and fire it up. So check the app at 7 o'clock to make sure that there's no boarding groups that day and that it is standby so that you don't miss the boarding group like release in the morning." Well, I asked our friends who live at Walt Disney World, and ever since they've dropped the boarding groups over at Rise of the Resistance and Walt Disney World, they have not fired the boarding groups back up again ever since. So it could just be like a CYA thing for Disney where they're just kind of putting that out there saying like maybe in the future they will use it. But I don't know. As long as Lightning Lane is successful still, they'll probably keep using it. We might see boarding groups on like a low capacity kind of day. We'll have to wait and see. I think Disney's probably not going to want to have their line be super short for Rise of the Resistance. They're going to want it to be long because they don't want it to look bad. So
Like
maybe
who's gonna buy a Lightning Lane when Rise is 30 minutes, right?
yeah. So they might implement boarding groups to make the line longer.
Oh,
So
man, there's just no winning. You're. Oh man, it's so crazy. We're in a crazy time period. We got Demi with this huge super chat. Oh my Lanta. What's up, Demi? I wish I could have been there. I know you guys all went to Disney recently. This is from me and the Mystery Bay. I can't wait to hang out again, Demi. Seriously, thank you for the big super chat. Oh my Lanta. And then Mystery Bay with a super chat. What? We got Demi. We got Mystery Bay dropping the fire. Yay. So happy to see you back, honey. Can't wait to steal that sweater. No, this is mine. By the way, I bought a Spirit jersey too that has Destination D23.
they always get stolen by Mystery Bay.
Yeah, Mystery Bay tries to take everything. She tries to take everything. But thank you, Demi. Seriously, thank you, Mystery Bay. Let me see. I'm just reading real quick. We got April with the super chat. I hope they bring back the virtual queue for Rise. It's not that hard to get a group. Like I said before, I get a group every day that I go. I love the virtual queue because I could do other rides in the meantime. Those are all valid points. It's just boarding groups don't make money. Having it look 85 minutes, 240 minutes, that will sell Lightning Lanes, especially to people that are coming for their one time every 3 years trip. They're buying Lightning Lanes. They're buying Disney Genie Plus. Lightning Lane, Disney Genie Plus, not for locals. And I don't think it ever goes back to boarding groups, Danny. One thing that is crazy now, you no longer have to wake up at 7 a.m. to get a boarding group, Danny. Rise, no boarding group. Web Slinger, no boarding group. You best believe Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will have a boarding group.
Yeah, I mean the the boarding group, you still have to check for the boarding group. That's the kind of bummer thing, is you still got to wake up because you got to check to see if it's there. Because if they turn it on that day and you don't wake up, you're gonna miss it.
I guess that's
Um,
true. That's true. That's
yeah,
true. Did you like boarding groups?
yeah. I mean, like April, I never had a problem getting one, but that's me. That's someone that goes regularly. I'm trying to champion on behalf of all the people that are paying big bucks to go for one day and they don't even know half of what they're doing. It's hard enough to get people to understand the max pass or fast pass system. Trying to get them to understand they have to be up at 6:45 to do something at 7 o'clock. Like, the average person that's going to Disneyland is not even going to know that. They're going to just get to the park and then they're going to be like, "Oh, I can't wait to ride that new ride." Oh, actually, you can't ride it because all the boarding groups are gone, and your $500 that you spent on tickets is invalid. You don't get to ride the ride because you don't have a boarding group. But all these people who have magic keys that know exactly what they're doing, they all have boarding groups and they get to go on as many times as they want. So, like, that's where it fails. It's good for people that know what they're doing, and really not good for people that don't know what they're doing.
We got a super chat from Rick's theme with the super chat. Mondo, my wife Cynthia says hi. We always see you at the parks, and I'm the one yelling Mondo. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that, man. I love meeting people
I,
at
I
the
think I
parks.
think I've seen that guy before.
Yeah, I feel like we have. Yeah, dude. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that, man. Always appreciate the kindness. Uh, we got a comment right here from Valerie. Just got back from Disneyland. They were installing devices in the Disneyland hotel rooms that will allow us to stream Disney Plus, Netflix, etc., without having to bring an Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know anything about the hotels at Disney. I don't stay at the hotels. You couldn't watch Disney Plus in general already? Like that wasn't included in your stay?
No, no, they didn't have a streaming option. The Grand Californian actually started doing this first, where you could log into your Netflix account with the TV. They must have added Disney Plus because the last time I was there, that was not an option. So that must be something new. And then it sounds like the Disneyland Hotel had it, according to this person. So that's great that they're bringing that as an option. A lot of Marriott hotels and Hiltons and stuff like that, they're doing that too. So it's nice to be able to just log in with your account. You just got to make sure that you log out before you leave.
Yeah, before somebody else takes your stuff.
Or, uh,
I feel like Disney Plus should just be in your hotel room, dude. Like I don't understand how that's not like just included. I'm shocked.
like a general login.
Yeah, no, like it's just part of. It's
Yeah,
just
like
part
just
of.
log in so you can just watch it.
Yeah, like it's just part of your stay. I'm really shocked that that's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let me see. All right, we're obviously in the Disneyland segment. We got to go into this, Danny. I've been waiting to go into some deep thought analysis with this, dude. Boom.
Oh, dang.
Okay, we got a lot of cheeseman to talk about right here. Explain to people what we're looking at, Daddy, because I feel like a lot of people are like, "What? What is this? Where is this?
What in the
What is this
retro
about?"
modern is this?
Yeah, let people know this all went down at D23, by the way. So, like, if you're wondering where the heck this image came from, it came from D20 or Destination D23.
Yeah, and what's so funny about this? There's so much to unpack here, so much to unpack. But yeah, this was debuted at Destination D23. They announced that the former AMC Theater building in downtown Disney at the Disneyland Resort would finally be deconstructed and demolished. It was commissioned to be deconstructed and demolished way back in like 2019 or 18 or whatever, and all those poor tenants were kicked out of their buildings, only to then have the project canceled, and then those tenants paid to come back again, and now they're going to get kicked out again. But AMC never came out, so AMC has been sitting there abandoned. So this whole space here that you're looking at actually takes up all the space that the AMC, Earl of Sandwich, Starbucks takes place on all that spot. This is really confusing with the way that you're looking at this, because on the this artwork doesn't include like existing downtown Disney. I have a feeling this is a very large concept art image about Disneyland forward plans, but we're only seeing a little small section that's zoomed in that they want us to see for whatever they announced at Destination D23, because it's very obvious that this is a larger map and we can't see it. Like they didn't just make a concept art for like that little section.
Like this concept art we're looking at, as much as it has to do with downtown Disney, this is more of a Disneyland forward move right here.
Yeah, this is like the beginning of that. And even more importantly, I think what's important on this, and we've talked about this before, God, I don't even know. I don't even remember why we did that live stream, Mondo, but we had like I think it was during the pandemic. We did like a history of downtown Disney, like live stream.
Yeah. I
I think
have no we
it was on downtown Disney's birthday, right? Like we
dude,
did it.
I'm gonna try to find that. I'm gonna find that.
Yeah, well, more importantly, like the reason why that image is so important is because the current theme of downtown Disney, and we talked about this in that old live, but the current theme of downtown Disney is a garden. So the whole entirety of downtown Disney is one giant garden, and the garden motif it goes through the whole shopping center, and it's every single planter, every single fountain is either a flower or a leaf in the shape of a leaf. And the garden motif continues throughout all of downtown Disney, and the buildings were designed to complement that. And that was the design that they went with for like the 2001 era when this all debuted. And you can see it if you go on Google Maps or Google Earth, whatever.
Here we go.
And
I got it, Danny. Boom.
oh, that's the old hotel. That's the hotel that they were going to build.
Yeah. Hold on, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got it right here somewhere.
Oh, there it is. Wait.
It should be. I know we went into it. I remember we went into it.
Yeah, we did it. We had pictures. We had pictures.
It's somewhere in here. Hold on. Stand by.
I had a
Oh,
bunch of old pictures.
there we go.
Well, that was when
Damn.
they were building it. Before then. Before then.
My gosh, dude. We literally did a live stream on the history of downtown Disney, dude.
I know.
That's so cool. I want to like rewatch this.
Yeah, it's long. It's long. But anyways, the whole downtown Disney district is a garden theme. So if you look at the look at the planters and everything from above on Google Maps with the satellite view, you can see that it's all shaped like a garden and a vine. Like downtown Disney's like a giant vine, and then all the planters are like leaves coming off of it. That was the motif. But obviously, this artwork that Mondo was just showing on the screen from Destination D23 is a vast departure from the garden motif of the current downtown Disney, and honestly, more of a retro kind of, I don't know, retro modern, mid-century modern, I don't know, vibe for downtown Disney. It's got those kind of like 60s style architecture to it. I don't really know. Yeah, this like right here, this looks nothing like the current garden motif, other than the fact that they've got like lawns and grass and stuff, but the rest of it doesn't match anything at all. So um, I'm interested to see how downtown Disney changes as they continue to kind of push
It,
this design all the way through.
it's crazy to see how much downtown Disney has never stayed the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I'm still shook that hotel guests don't get Disney Plus for free. I thought that was like a normal. Everybody got Disney Plus, you know. Like
Hmm.
you're dropping $400 and you can't even get Disney Plus. I'm still shook on that. Um, this downtown Disney, uh, I don't know what this is going to be, but this obviously is going to be a restaurant. We have some outdoor dining right here. Uh, this building, the way I interpret all this, like this is kind of where Starbucks is, right, Danny? In this vicinity,
Yeah, yep. Hmm.
and then this is where Sugar Boo would be. I'm guessing this is where Earl a sandwich is gonna be.
Well, it's actually they're kind of a little bit more like it's almost weird. It's like they're this direction where like that little weird sculpture thingy is at the front, the
Oh, right
roof.
here.
Yeah, they're kind of like over here because they're parallel to the monorail coming, or they're
It,
like perpendicular because the monorail comes by this way and they're this way. So
you know
the
what
build
I'm thinking?
the buildings
Uh,
back there are actually like where the actual theaters are in AMC.
yeah, maybe they start constructing into that parking lot in the very back end over here too, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? This is all very, very, very new here. If you zoom in on that front structure part too, there's like something going on underneath the roof there. There's like a rock work and a water feature,
All
and then
right
I
here.
don't know what those red things are in there underneath. It.
This
Or I don't,
concept art was just like, what the heck? But I like that there's a lot of greenery. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, they're probably going to use this space for entertaining, holiday time. Like they'll probably have like a Christmas tree on that big grass lawn. I'm sure. They'll be doing something. They'll be doing something here. This will be like a multi-use space, I'm sure. Gotta think too. If this is like sort of being made to kind of resemble like Disney Springs and Walt Disney World, they've got big open spots in Disney Springs that have like food trucks. And how cool would that be to have like a food truck area in downtown Disney? Where we can, have some additional food items come in. And we have that great truck at downtown Disney or Disney Springs, the Four Rivers barbecue. Um, or no, is it Four? Is it what is that? I forget what the name of it. The name of the there's a couple trucks in Disney Springs. I
Yeah.
forget what one of them's like Mexican and one of them's barbecue.
By the
Um,
way, is this the update we were hoping for Tomorrowland? Like,
Honestly, that looks more Tomorrowland than anything in Tomorrowland.
it's like, oh man. But hey, Downtown Disney getting a facelift. This is definitely, there's a bigger picture going on here that we can't see, and that's the future of Disneyland expanding into Disneyland Forward, which is a whole new addition of the theme park for California Adventure and freaking Disneyland in the future. We will see. We will see how those announcements go.
But the artwork too doesn't show like the Lego store, which is like right on the other side of that monorail, where it should be anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of just out of view. So I don't know. Like Disneyland Forward didn't really show a lot of downtown Disney, and the Disneyland Forward concept art. This whole section like is kind of like just blur. Like it's not even
Look,
anything.
that didn't exist in the hotel expansion. Look, Danny.
Yeah, they just had a water feature right there and some
That
shop.
was the previous. This is before they got denied.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Um, I wanted to show. This is the thing that the person earlier was talking about. This is going to be installed in
Yeah,
every single
did you
hotel room.
go to Condo to get one of those?
I don't even know how people. Supposedly, I'm going to get an email, and then I could get it through the email because it's going to
I
be
thought
like an Amazon.
they were giving it to you as a code as you walked out.
I have no idea, dude. I didn't stay that late that day. Maybe I missed out on it. We got a super chat from Chris West. Hopefully, finally, Chicken Guy comes. Would you be happy if Chicken Guy came, Danny?
Sure. We need some good kind of casual places to eat in downtown Disney. We've only got Napolini and Earl of Sandwich. Earl of Sandwich is going away. So, and we have the Taqueria, but I mean, what else is there really? Like, there's not really casual places to eat in downtown Disney. Not everyone wants to sit down, and there's not always reservations available. So,
Heck yeah, we got Jar Jar Bougie. I even got the bell over here now. But thank you, Chris. I would be down with Chicken Guy. I actually really enjoy my visits to Chicken Guy. Let me see. Let's keep this conversation going, Danny. This is probably the biggest topic of the day right here. Bam.
oh my goodness.
Disneyland magic bands, bruh. To me, that was probably the biggest announcement Disneyland wise. This is a game changer. Game changer, Danny.
Yeah, I just don't. I never saw it coming. I didn't. I did not see this coming at all. I didn't expect
But
Disneyland.
we've been speculating that this was coming for a long time. We just didn't expect Destination D23 to be the announcement of it.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
don't know.
makes sense because the Magic Band RFID readers, whatever the hell they are, they've been installed at the Grand Californian a while ago.
Yeah, we had talked about that forever ago that they were installed on there, and also the Disneyland Hotel during its renovation and closure got all the doors to have the smart locks as well. I don't know if the Paradise Pier has them yet, but so the Disneyland Hotel and the Grand Californian Hotel, to my knowledge, are all ready to go for this. So they're probably just waiting for certain infrastructure to come into place. And then I don't know. I'm still confused about how these things interact with like being the Magic Band Plus. I'm just so I know like they're gonna light up and like tap your wrist or whatever, but I don't know. Like,
Do you think Disneyland needs Magic Bands? That's the real question. I love Magic Bands, but do we need them at Disneyland?
um,
Is for Disneyland, like, what I'm trying to say is we've been fine without Magic Bands. So why Magic Bands all of a sudden? They don't even want to give us an annual pass, like a
the one
printed
the
card
one
annual pass, but they want to sell us Magic Bands.
the one thing that's nice about the Magic Band is like some of those magical experiences, like when you're on Tower of Terror or when you're on this is over at Walt Disney World. When you're on Tower of Terror or when you're on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, like you don't even have to do anything. The Magic Band just knows that you are on those rides because it gets near a reader at some point, whether you're on the ride vehicle or passing something in the queue, and it puts automatically your photo memories from that experience or your video memories in the case of those two attractions into your app. So you get a little notification later on, and all of a sudden you've got a video of yourself riding Tower of Terror in slow motion, and it's a really cool thing, and you didn't have to do anything. And so I think those are some of the things that Disneyland could really benefit from as far as having Magic Band. They can create some more magical experiences for the guests. Obviously, it's easier for them to charge back to the room if they're staying at a hotel, and it's a convenient way for annual pass holders to have their annual pass and use their discounting as well. I don't know that there's no option for annual pass holders at Walt Disney World to store any method of payment. That's an exclusive item for guests at the hotels. So I don't know if they're going to figure out somehow with this new generation of Magic Band to like do method of payments. I was thinking maybe they could have it be like a Starbucks gift card where you load it up all the time,
Yeah.
like maybe you could load money onto it and then use it as payment that way, going towards that cashless.
My thoughts on Magic Band. I'm excited. I love Magic Band. The convenience of it is great. Uh, I like that it makes things easier and you don't have to use your phone. So it kind of eliminates the phone in a lot of situations. Uh, I know this sounds kind of complaining, but to when you do a photo experience, you got to go through so many clicks to get that scan
Mm.
code to be like, okay, could you put the photos on this one? Like it takes like, hold on. Wait, no, you got to hit the link the photo. Oh, link the photo. Wait, where do I go? Oh, there it is. Okay, and then they scan Magic Band. You're like, bloop, walk away.
Bleep bloop blop.
Blah blah blah. um, Kimberly Moore says, "Wouldn't the Magic Bands work better for folks who don't have smartphones?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna still have to have a smartphone to book your fast passes with Genie Plus, but as far as if you're not interested in doing Genie Plus, and you just want to have that like low key experience where you wait in line, I mean, if you're just staying at the hotels, it could be your room key, it could be your method of payment, um, and it could be your entrance to the park. And
Yeah.
maybe that's all someone needs. You know what I mean? Like they don't even want to leave they don't even want to bring their wallet with them in the Disneyland. They want to leave it in their hotel room and then just kind of like do what they need to do and then come back to their room. That could be it's good for them. But if they want to do Genie Plus, they're gonna have to obviously have to have their phone.
Yep, yep. All right, I want to get into a really like a good subject of conversation, Danny.
Mm-mm.
It still involves everything that's going on right now. Um, so at Walt Disney World, they've already launched their whole version of Genie Plus and everything that comes with it. I feel like it's been pretty smooth process. How Disney Genie Plus has been launched and whatever. For me, going to Florida, Disney Genie Plus, I didn't understand everything that surrounded this purchase. I had to do some research, and I feel like for the most part, people that are traveling or going to use Disney Genie Plus for the first time, it should be like a 1 and a 2 and a 3. For me, it was like, wait. Can I make my Disney Genie Plus at 7:30 or at 9? And then when do I actually buy lightning lanes for the individual lightning lanes? Where do I even go in the app to buy Disney Genie Plus? Like, it wasn't easy. And I do want to say this. I didn't even use Disney Genie Plus on my trip at all this past weekend, and I still had a great trip. So for all the people that are like, you need Disney Genie Plus, you need lightning lanes. No, you don't. That's just if you're trying to only care about the big rides, and if that's what you want, then you're gonna have to go that route of Disney Genie Plus and lightning lanes. But for the
Right.
most part, you, I would say the best Disney Genie Plus lightning lane is the last 1 hour of the park because wait times are so low. A lot of people in Florida in the theme parks, they go do the nighttime spectaculars. They don't really like do like the wait times are not long in like the last couple hours of the park at Florida. At least that's what I noticed. But what I'm trying to get to, Danny, is Disney Genie Plus can be purchased by hotel guests at 7:30. They could also purchase their individual lightning lanes for rides. When that from what my buddies told me, they said 8 out of the last 12 days as of Saturday, lightning lanes, the individual never even made it to 9 o'clock in the morning for the guests that are not staying on property.
Mm.
Do we see a problem here? So this whole concept of this like this is going to help you. No, it's going to help people staying on property. And if you're lucky, then it'll help you. But then again, soon enough here at Disneyland, early entries coming back. You know it is. Early entries coming back. So for all the people that I'm gonna rope drop Rise of the Resistance is already an hour and a half because all the hotel guests packed it in already. So you will already be behind the 8 ball on rope drop. You will probably not even be able to buy a lightning lane because all the hotel guests bought it already. And that's how the cookie's gonna crumble, Danny. This is a crazy topic. I want to hear your thoughts on this, dude. So as of Saturday, this past Saturday, 8 out of the last 12 days, Lightning Lane never made it to 9 o'clock for Rise of the Resistance.
I mean, it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all. People are going to want to pay that, and Disney's. I think they said in the I can't remember if it was in the earnings call or if it was at your event. I think it was at the earnings call where the CEO or the CFO or whoever was talking said that that 1 out of 3 guests did Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes, and they expect that number to be exponentially higher at Disneyland. So that's what they said. That's what they said. So I mean, I feel like it's only going to be worse here, and really such an incentive to stay on property because at Disneyland you're the minority if you're staying on property because there's very few properties to stay at. So that's a really good advantage for on-property guests to have that early access to those lightning lanes for sure. And I could see a lot of different ways that they could implement some really cool things with this for guests doing it. But I agree. I think Mondo, we're gonna see like 1 hour, and then all the lightning lanes are gone
Yeah.
as the resistance.
I, I what I'm trying to get at is for the normal day guest that's not staying on property. If you want to do Rise of the Resistance,
Hmm.
you're probably going to be waiting for sure an hour and a half and beyond. As soon as Disney Genie Plus, as soon as the hotel guest,
Yep.
it's almost like Rise. Yes, you could get on it if you're dedicated, but now it's a worse experience, and that's what I'm trying to get at, Danny. Is
Yep.
the whole concept of waiting for Rise of the Resistance? That queue's not fun. There ain't nothing fun in that queue. It's just a whole lot of rock work. The people that built Rise of the Resistance already knew it was going to be an S show at some point because they put seats. There's a lot of seating in that ride. Once you go deeper into the queue, it's just crazy, dude. A lot of crazy.
Yeah. It's so funny that you mentioned that, Mondo, because we've seen that since day one. The queue has looked like they expect you to be in it for a very long time, with lots to look at. Like you mentioned, there's seats almost throughout the whole thing, so you can sit down and rest. And like really, they never really had a need for it. I mean, occasionally the line gets long, especially on days when the boarding groups were backed up because the ride was down. So like those were days where they end up using the queue. But yeah, you're right. Like that queue is meant for long lines. So it's finally going to have those long lines for the first time since it opened. But we got a great super chat from Darnell Wright, and I want to bring it up. She says 2 questions. One, are magic bands dependent on Wi-Fi? And two, can you attach your magic band to your smartwatch? This is all a mystery right now for us because we don't know if we're going to be implementing the same thing that Disney World has or if we're going to be using exclusively Magic Band Plus. I don't know if any existing Magic Bands can be used. I would doubt that they're going to be different, but and essentially a Magic Band is just a little puck that's has a rubber band, that's designed attached to it, but the little puck has an RFID chip in it, just like your credit cards that you can tap to pay with your credit card. Um, and then a reader reads that RFID chip, and the signals talk to each other and interact with something, and somehow there's no Wi-Fi needed. It's just the radio frequency signal that's going between the two things. So no Wi-Fi needed. There's plenty of Etsy shops on eBay and whatever else that sell like a little slider you can put on your Apple Watch band that holds the little puck of the
Mhm.
Magic Band. Because people don't realize the little puck in the middle of the Magic Band, you can actually take that out. Disney World actually sells a ton of things to put that puck in. You can put it in on a necklace. You can put it on your chin lanyard. I have one for my backpack where you can put it on your keychain. So if you don't want to wear it as a wristband, you don't have to. And so a lot of Etsy and like third party makers, they make like a little slider that you can put on your watch to like put that puck on it so you can like tap it that way. But Disney World now has direct integration with Apple Wallet and Apple Wallet on your Apple Watch. So you can have your annual pass on your Apple Watch or your Apple Wallet on your phone and just tap it on the tap styles and come in the same way you would with your Magic Band. And that launched not that long ago, like just before the 50th that launched. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that when we get ours, we have that too, because I feel like a lot of people would just use their phones instead of the Magic Band, but the Magic Band is
Dude.
still collectible.
So I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to connect the Magic Band to your annual pass like on the website. So I asked the turnstile guy. I was like, "Hey, do you know how to do it?" He's like, "No, let me show you." And he showed me how to put my annual pass on the phone. He's like,
Yeah.
"You can just do it on your phone." I was like, "No, I want to use my Magic Band." Like I want to go bling, you know what I mean?
Bleep, bloop, blap,
Dude,
blap.
magic bands are just fun. They're it's just and they're a fashion statement. I don't know if people feel that way, but in my opinion, they're a fashion statement. You get to buy your favorite characters, like imprinted on it, and it's a fashion. It's a fashion. Magic bands. Magic bands are going to be some of the hottest selling items. I feel like they're going to sell more than ears by far at Disneyland. People already love merch, and now you're adding a new edition of magic bands to match with your outfit. Like, it's going to be good. I want to go back a little bit. I want to say happy birthday to Wine Nancy, celebrating 6 months on membership. She says, happy birthday to my little one, Delwyn. Happy birthday, Delwyn. Hope you have a wonderful time this week, your birthday. Make it a magical week, man. And thank you for being part of the Five Fire community, as always, Kawaii Nancy. And then we also have Frankie's bride celebrating 5 months on membership. Let me hit that. Says she said, or Frankie's bride says on the Disney Channel, watching making the Disneyland wowie, such simpler times. Disneyland is crazy now. I need that magic band. I feel like magic bands are gonna make things a lot more simpler, Danny. Like because the whole photo pass thing right now, it to me it's too much. It should just be bloop bloop, you know, like it's not. We got Verdiana with the super chat. I don't want Disneyland to lose its simplicity. Walt Disney World seems so complicated. I hate for that to begin to infiltrate Disneyland. Keep Disneyland simple. Honestly, I feel like Disneyland.
We got Viridiana over here asking to keep Disneyland simple, but
it's not. Disneyland's going.
But then she's over here arguing to bring back the boarding groups. Talk about not keeping it simple. She's contradicting herself all day long over here. She's in my DMs contradicting herself as well too.
I get what you're saying though, Verdiana. The thing is, Disneyland, it's about it. The real thing Disneyland's about is magic. But the magic can happen without money and making profit, keeping the whole company afloat and making money. And I forgot who said it, but they said Disneyland doesn't like making 2 times, 3 times their money. Disneyland likes making 6 times, 10 times, 20 times their money. That's the business Disneyland's in. So Disneyland is just going to get more complicated. I keep saying it over and over. I have a hunch that at some point in time, they're going to be like, hey, Blue Bayou, we got a reservation at 8 o'clock. You said earlier in the day on your tip board on Disney Genie that you like Blue Bayou. Would you like to buy a reservation of Blue Bayou for $10? I know it's coming, Danny. I know it's coming, dude.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Mondo, because that video that that's been making its rounds on the internet that Peter sent to us and told us to watch, the Defunct Land video on FastPass, which was really excellent, by the way, from what I've seen so far. But
I finished it. It's amazing.
If you remember in that video, Mondo, he talked about when Magic Bands first came out, that was called Project X, and it was like in development. The guy that was like pushing for it, that was one of his things, was that he's like, wouldn't it be great if like a customer knew in advance that if they wanted to go on a dining experience, it's guaranteed before they come. They could have just pay to have their dining experience, and they know when they're flying in that dining experience is guaranteed for them.
Hey, I'll pay $10 for Ohana any day. it is peace of mind. Like, I know I'm going to go to Blue Bayou on my Disneyland trip. Like, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Instead of like 4 a.m., is there a reservation? No. Damn. Another day. 4 a.m. Is there a reservation? No. I could have sworn this Danny Mondo guy told us there was reservations at 4 a.m.
I want my Magic Band to say blue blue. Blue, blue.
Yeah, she said, if it doesn't say blue blue blop, I don't want it.
Blue blue blop.
Okay, let's keep the conversation going with Disneyland, Danny. Not Disneyland, but I think it could relate to Disneyland. Walt Disney World is getting Fantasmic back. You know, everybody's been waiting for that Fantasmic Cheeseman. We all want it. We all wanted to come back. And they announced that Fantasmic is changing, Danny. They're taking out the Pocahontas scene in Walt Disney World. Do you think that affects Fantasmic in California? Do we see Beauty and the Beast and Tangled and Little Mermaid get switched out for I guess Aladdin, Moana, and Frozen?
Well,
Does our Fantasmic change?
they already changed ours, so we
No,
got
no, but change it again.
No, I know, but they literally just changed ours
I
before we.
know. No, I know they did, but I'm saying, do we get Frozen, Moana? That's what I'm
But
trying to say.
we added Aladdin already, so I mean, we already have Aladdin in ours, so they're just adding it to make it like ours. Remember, we had the flying carpet with the steam and all that stuff. We just added that right before we shut down.
I love
So
that scene. I
so
love.
Aladdin's already been added to ours more recently, and then they also added Lion King, I think, to ours as well too. So we
Oh
just
yeah,
changed.
Lion King was added. Yeah,
Yeah, so we just changed ours. I don't see ours being changed because they like literally just did it and then they had to take it down. So like
but it
Fantasmic
seems like there's a big push to keep involving Moana and Frozen everywhere.
over there, yeah, not necessarily here in Walt Disney World. They love Moana.
No,
Like
I
I don't.
I I don't know. I would be open to more scenes being added to Fantasmic. Ever since they changed the original, it's like anything goes now. But if Fantasmic doesn't change in Disneyland, I'm fine with that. I already love the current version of it. It's great. When do you speculate Fantasmic could come back? I think it's going to be a summer thing.
Uh, I want to say that Fantasmic will come back first. And I think it was you, Mondo, that was telling me that like Disneyland's trying really hard now that they've reopened to not have like an off season. Uh,
No, Disneyland, as soon as Christmas is done, Main Street Electrical Parade.
yeah,
And
so they could do Fantasmic, especially on nights they can't do fireworks. I mean, Fantasmic is really loud, like for neighboring homes and stuff like that. But it's not as loud as like a fireworks show. It's loud, but not that loud. So they have like little low level fireworks. Maybe on nights they don't have fireworks, they could do Fantasmic and still kind of bring the crowd. So I don't know. Like I feel like we could see Fantasmic in like early 2022. And then obviously World of Color, there's way too much work to be done for that to be anytime soon. I mean, obviously we know it's coming next year, but I'm going to have to say late summer for World of Color.
yeah, because Josh Damaro over here announced World of Color will also be returning 2022.
Hmm.
I'm more excited about Fantasmic. I love World of Color, but Fantasmic just hits different. It makes you want to cry every single time. Uh, it's going to be exciting. 2022 is going to be a prime year of big things to come at Disneyland. Uh,
Now, all the stuff that you talked about as far as being added, I could definitely see all that stuff coming to World of Color.
oh, so World of Color gets a Moana, Frozen. It already
Marvel.
has. Does it already have Aladdin?
Yeah, it already had Aladdin. They can add Marvel to it.
Pixar, more Pixar if it
Hmm.
doesn't already have it.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of big things coming. A lot of big things. Nothing really brand new got announced that's coming to Disneyland at Destination D23. What are some other topics you want to talk about, Danny? Disneyland related.
Oh well, I did want to bring up, gosh, and I need to find it. But I wanted to talk about It's a Small World. Uh,
Oh,
and I want to bring up. I don't know how credible this person is. I just saw that it was something that got a lot of attention on Twitter, and I'm
real
sending.
quick, Danny, we got a super chat from Jar Jar Boozy. Jar Jar Boozy, I'm glad you're back, man. Haven't seen you in a while. He says, great work on D23 coverage. I thought Josh was going to come out of his sweater vest. Man, Josh, you did a great job. I really enjoyed the way he performed everything and made Destination D23 come to life for the parks panel. I don't know if you caught this, Danny, but Josh Damaro at the end of his whole presentation, he was saying like, World of Color is going to be coming back. Fantasmic's coming back.
Heroes.
Heroes churros are coming back. I was like, what?
He's like, and then he like randomly picked like one Christmas dessert, like from the Magic Kingdom. He's like, "Ooh, this pudding is."
Yeah, no, Daddy. And then he was like, and beignets are coming back. I was like, what? We got, dude, this is like the president of like, what is it, Parks and Services? And he's like, churros are coming back. You get a churro. I'm still not over it. You get a churro. You get a churro. Dude, it would have been badass if Josh is like, everybody in this room, when you walk out, you're going to get a churro. I would have been like, dude, that was a boss move right there.
I know.
Freaking Universal Studios in Orlando, they gave free churros when freaking Velocicoaster opened.
I
So
remember, and that was all a Twitter inside joke too. All a
yeah,
Twitter
so
joke.
why can't Destination D23 give out churros? That would have been bad. I would have been like, I like Josh. That's awesome.
Mondo, check your text, and we'll pull that up on the screen real quick.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it. But yeah, it's a small world. Man, we're hearing some rumors that It's a Small World isn't even going to come back until the new year. So that's do we even get the Christmas version at all, or do they just deconstruct it and they spend all that time putting it up for nothing?
I think. Let me bring this up. This is a tweet, right?
Or do you think they give us like the Christmas version for like 1 week? It's a full thread, so you got to like look at the whole thread.
Yeah. First reports of the delayed reopening of It's a Small World at Disneyland made me think of the 2018 flooding of Control Room DCA that kept the World of Color closed for 9 months. Little did I realize how similar the two events were. Okay, Danny, there's a lot of reading right here. Is there like a specific one you wanted me to go to?
The next one that you were going to read was perfectly fine. That's got.
Oh, right here. Okay. Hold on. Stand by. Cast members I've heard from say the damage is far worse than Disney is letting on. Apparently, the Small World flume began leaking when it was being filled in the early hours of last Wednesday, November 10th. The problem was not discovered until several hours later. By the time the water had filled up the basement levels of attraction and basement stockroom for a adjacent Small World toy shop, but just as with World of Color, there was a massive damage to electrical and mechanical equipment that runs the attraction. Fears are that a considerable portion of machinery, some dating back to the 1960s, may have to be replaced and then recertifying by Cal OSHA. One maintenance worker said the attraction could be closed indefinitely. Worst case scenario, up to a year before everything is working again. Oh, dude, it ain't opening up for Christmas. If any of this is like a little bit right from David, this is bad. It's bad.
Yeah, especially the whole like the equipment that's kind of the old equipment that moves the ride and does all the pumps and the electrical stuff. A lot of things at Disneyland are so old. They don't have to be kind of like brought back up to certain modern day standards because they're grandfathered into like old certifications. And so like what he was saying is if they have to replace a certain part, like the state of California, like whenever, let's say they're going to work on, they're going to tear out, it's like if they had done major work on the Snow White attractions queue, which they didn't, but if they had, they would have had to rework the entire queue so that it was ADA accessible. Like, and that's like it's, but like currently, because it's Snow White was built in like the 50s and the 60s, they can leave it that way because it's grandfathered in. But if they do any work whatsoever to change the queue, it has to be brought up to current day standards. So what he was saying is if they have to replace this machinery and It's a Small World, then Cal OSHA, who does all the like certification and safety checks of the rides, they would have to come recertify and reinspect everything on the ride to make sure that it's up to date. And that could take, I mean, they could maybe get this work done fast, but that's the part that would take the longest is waiting for the government to come do that.
So, uh, It's a Small World holidays ain't gonna happen. That's how I'm interpreting everything. It's really sad, but it's one of those like you just got to move on. Disney, they're gonna work tirelessly to get that back to life, but damn man, it's like Disney can't catch a break, right? Can't get,
Yeah.
like all this money that's gonna get poured into Small World, it could have all gone to the trams, Danny. The one thing that did not come up at Destination D23, there was zero mention of the trams. The only thing we got so far is coming next year, which is who knows when, early next year, May next year for all we know. We got a super chat from Josh. Do you guys know what happened with single day ticket reservations? All of a sudden, reservations are gone until January. I can tell you exactly, Joshua. Disneyland wants to make money, and this is a prime time to make the highest tier, which is Park Hopper. They're gonna make that Park Hopper money. Disneyland's in the business to make money, dude, and it's very apparent. And I feel like the single day reservations, those kind of disappeared. Like I want to say like 3 weeks ago. A lot of people kept messaging me about that, and I kind of didn't believe it because I was like, no, for the most part, you buy a single ticket, like everything was available. Well, as of now, I keep hearing, like Joshua was saying, single day reservations or single day ticket and then try to get a reservation is just not possible. You have to spend the money to buy Park Hopper. I don't think it's any more complicated than that. What do you think, Danny?
No, I agree. It seems like they're kind of limiting which reservations are available, and like you said, they're kind of keeping that open because this is their expensive ticket time, and they're just kind of like, I think they're playing with it. You know what I mean? They're testing reservations still, and figuring out like how they can manipulate certain things. And this is definitely one of those tests at one of the normally busiest times of the year. I think you're spot on with your predictions on that one.
Yeah. We got a super chat. We got a super chat from Fangirl. She says, on the Disney app, it shows Small World out of refurbishment section on 11/29. Is that credible to think it could open on that day? Also, love this duo. Thank you for a push. Fangirl, I'm gonna say they just haven't updated that app. I know what you're talking about. A lot of people messaged me about that. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. I'm gonna have to say it does not open anytime soon. It just doesn't open anytime soon. I just, as much as I want to like give it a little bit of hope, I'm not gonna give that one hope. I'm just gonna say no. Oh man. Jesse says, I'm trying to convince my sister-in-law to purchase Park Hopper tickets so they can come with us because single day is sold out on our day. Yeah, dude, it's just like Disney's just Park Hopper bust, dude. That's it.
Park Hopper or bust.
We got Stacy Bell with the super chat. Tram repairs began last Wednesday. I did hear that. They're refurbishing them. Let me see. Tram repairs began last Wednesday next to my Glenn's toll booth. Woohoo! Danny, it's starting to sound we're going to get the same old trams, my friend. Nothing new, which we expected it.
Same old tram.
The same old trams that could have been working this whole time, just like Universal Studios Hollywood.
You know what I'm more excited about than the trams? I'm more excited about the security check turning back into what it was, because the whole layout, the way it is right now, it literally drives me insane. I absolutely hate the security layout at the structure. It's like the worst experience. So you can't like use the escalators, because if you come down the escalators on Pixar, then you're like in the wrong side and you have to go in and around to the backs. It's just like the most obnoxious layout. It's not even built how it was supposed to be built. So at least with the trams back, it'll go back to the way it was. You can fill up the courtyard like you used to, and then go in through security and then be in the tram.
If you think about it, the tram or the parking structure, Pixar Pal security, it got like flip flopped because you used to come in through the courtyard. Now you exit the courtyard.
Yeah, and now I can't even tell you the amount of guests that I see that come down the Pixar Pals escalators, and they're like, Where do I go? I'm just all these walls everywhere, like these temporary walls. I don't know where to do, what to do, where
Or
to go.
or Danny, the ones that are in the Pixar Palace parking structure, and they go to the first floor to be like, what do I do? It's like, no, you got to go back up, and then you go to security. Like it's like
Like,
complicating.
yeah, so that's why I'm more excited for all that to be gone.
Yeah. I'm excited. I hope the trams come back. Disney somehow surprises us like really early. I'm talking like January 1st. Uh, the tram walk is brutal, but you know what's more brutal? Parking at Magic Kingdom parking lot. That is vicious.
And there's no way. And the worst part about it is there's not even a way to walk. You don't have the option to walk at all.
You
Zero
gotta
options.
park hella far, go to the monorail or the ferry, and then then get to it's just vicious, dude. I give prop to people that could do Magic Kingdom multiple days. It's hard. It's hard,
That's
especially
why.
to get
That's why
there
I
for
like.
rope drop.
That's why I like the contemporary because you can walk.
Yeah.
You have the option that's available to you.
So this is Speculation Sunday. This is where we talk about some outrageous stuff and make some good speculations, bad speculations. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Danny, let's go into Toy Story, dog.
Toy
I
Story.
want you to talk some Toy Story, dog.
Toy Story parking lot.
Toy Story parking lot in the future.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we're like really wanted to talk about. And I was talking to my friend Jared, our friend Jared, and he was mentioning that the obviously the Olympics are coming to Anaheim or LA in general. I think it's 2028, right? And so part of that, they've already listed how. When they say that the Olympics are coming to Los Angeles, if you guys remember when the Olympics were in Los Angeles last time, I was way young, like, or not even, I don't even remember when it was, but it was like, but if you look back at where um, it was all over Southern California, not just LA. Like in Orange County, they had the bike races, they had the marathons in Orange County, and like Mission Viejo, Irvine area. They had a lot of stuff in LA. They had stuff in like Newport Beach for the ocean stuff. But this is important because the city of Anaheim is actually going to be involved in the Olympics. Angel Stadium and Honda Center are both scheduled according to the plans for the LA's involvement with the Olympics are going to be involved in Anaheim in that way. So we're going to have the Angel Stadium and the Honda Center. When I was talking to my friend Jared, he was telling us this from Discover the Magic. He was saying that those are confirmed to be part of the plans. So you can't tell me that Disneyland does not want a piece of that. 2028 is not that far away. They want to capitalize on people that are going to be coming for the Olympics from all over the world. Hopefully, at that point, we don't have to deal with the restrictions we have in place now for a pandemic. But that artwork that Mondo was just showing, where'd it go?
There we go.
Um, this is the Toy Story parking lot, and the Catella side and the Harbor side. So, and then you can see in the bottom left corner of that area is a parking structure, or kind of top left corner. Sorry, that's a big parking structure. So that would kind of like take up maybe more of the Catella side of the parking lot in Toy Story, and then everything else would be kind of the rest of the Catella side, and then the Harbor side, and giving us a shopping center and hotel district that looks very similar to like a Disney Springs. We may see like a concert venue here or a live entertainment venue. Maybe we see some, like a live stage show. The downtown Disney in Shanghai, they have like a Broadway theater. Disney World has Cirque du Soleil. Maybe we get something like that. Disney's going to want to capitalize on these Olympic crowds. So the Olympics are coming to Anaheim as part of the LA Olympics. So this, I feel like, is going to be their top priority. And Mondo's been saying that since day one. He was saying this aspect of Disneyland Forward is like the first thing that they do. Not the ride, not the expansions to the theme park, but this.
This
This
thing
is
right here. This I think soon this will be announced, Danny, because this is a humongous project, dude. Toy Story parking lot's big. and to somehow create this in like 5 years, it's gonna be crazy, dude. Um, I've always said I think this will be one of the greatest additions to Disneyland Resort,
Mm-hmm.
because all of a sudden now you could hang out at this new concept art Toy Story parking lot, whatever the hell this is going to be called. You don't even have to go to Disneyland. Like, you could have the Disney experience here now. You could do your shopping here, your
Yep.
dining. If they bring Circus Soleil or just some type of like theater event here,
Mhm.
you best believe Disney Plus is going to be involved in something here. This is a great addition, and I feel like it's not being talked about, and that's why I wanted to bring it up today. I have a hunch this is coming soon, very
Yeah.
very soon.
Yeah, not to mention, right across the street on the top half of that area on the top right, that's the convention center. So
Oh,
when
right here.
you have big conventions that have nothing to do, it's kind of off screen, but in that general direction, yeah. But when you have conventions in town that have nothing to do with Disney, which in normal times the Anaheim Convention Center has quite a few, um, those guests don't necessarily want to go to Disneyland. And downtown Disney, let's be real, is not big enough to draw a crowd for multiple days. But something like this could absolutely be something that attendees of a convention that are in town could visit every day, do
Dude,
multiple dining every night, see a movie maybe.
you know what
Maybe
I
they.
see a lot, Daddy? A whole lot of dots. Look at that.
Mhm.
What do you think these dots are? Those are people.
Yeah.
look, look at the dots over here. Maybe this could be like a water show happening. I don't know. Look at the dots, dude. They're expecting thousands of people to be hanging out over here, dude. Every
Mhm.
day. Look at the size of this parking structure. As much as Disneyland's caring about downtown Disney, I think this is their bread and butter. I don't know who's pioneering this project for Disney, but this right here, this is definitely the future of Disney, dude.
Yeah.
This is nothing but money making machine.
Yeah, and this could essentially be like an upscale outdoor mall. They do really well in Southern California, Fashion Island, Irvine Spectrum. Really, the only mall that's like a traditional mall that still does good is South Coast Plaza, and that's really anomaly because of the type of clientele that visits South Coast Plaza. But for the most part, the American mall is dying or already dead. And so shopping centers like this that are more destination like are really kind of what's actually doing really well. And there's really nothing like this in the area, with maybe the exception of like the outlets at Orange. But I wouldn't even say that that's like as nice of a space as that's what's going to be. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's on the level. That looks like on the level of like Fashion Island. You know what I mean?
yeah. We got Sarah with the super chat. Sarah, she says, question. I got lucky and going to Disneyland on Friday, December 17th. My flight gets me to Long Beach at 8:20. Should I get a rideshare or book a rental? I think rideshare might be faster. Want to maximize my park time. Thanks. What do you think, Danny? For me, it depends how long you're staying. If you're coming for one day, I just ride share it. If you're staying a good amount of days, I would definitely do a rental. What do you think, Danny?
Let's see. So her flight gets her in at 8:20. Should I ride share or book rental? I think ride shares might be faster. Um, man, I want to say, rideshare, but that's an expensive rideshare. Wow,
Especially from Long Beach.
yeah, that's
Like
gonna be. Whew,
60
that's like a
bucks, 100
that's
bucks maybe, I don't know.
that's a $60 to $100 ride right there, easily. So
I
I
almost
mean,
want to say a rental, like I can't relate to like Disney, like a Long Beach to Disneyland, but in Florida, I'm able to get my rental like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if that. So getting rentals is not hard at the airports.
mm, yeah,
Sarah says so much traffic will form around there. Oh no, I think she was talking about the
yeah,
Toy
and
Story.
Jar Jar Bougie said he wants to call that shopping center Bougieville.
Bougieville is for sure going to be more high end.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Everyone's telling you to check your Venmo super chats, Mondo.
Oh damn! Sorry about that, everybody. Um, Let me see. Give me a sec. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Uh,
It seems like the chat is kind of going more towards the rental. So I would say to answer that super chat, I'd probably look into a rental car. You're right. The ride share is going to be faster. It's going to definitely be faster because you can just like get off the plane, go outside, call your ride, and then head on over. But you're paying for convenience there. Um, Keep in mind too, if you go that route, you're gonna have to pay to park too. So there's that to consider. So like the rental car plus parking and plus gas, like maybe it is cheaper to just take an Uber. Either
yep.
way, it's gonna be expensive.
We got a super chat from Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. She says, "Hey Mondo, I got gingerbread, or I got Mickey at I got a Gingy Mickey, so gingerbread Mickey at 7 a.m. through mobile order at Jolly Holiday, and it didn't give an option to order on the app later in the day, which is weird. Do they want people to wait in the long line just to get him? Gingy Mickey is a hot holiday treat this year." Melissa, every year people go nuts over gingerbread Mickey. I don't want to say that the hype is not legit because I've eaten 2 gingerbread cookies myself. I think they take it off the app so the people that just show up later in the day that they have opportunity to get the gingerbread cookie, because I noticed that too. In the early days this year, when the gingerbread cookie came out, it was available in the evening on mobile order if they still had some. But I think it's more of they just want to make it accessible to everybody. That's what I really think it is.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree because not everyone does the mobile ordering, and some people can just happen upon it when they're in line for food. So, um, yeah, I would say just try to mobile order it, and if whenever you can, if you can, and then go that route. But we got a super chat from Sarah Juister following up. Since 4.99, she says, "Thanks for your input. Didn't know rideshare would be so expensive. I will figure out the math."
No, it's just from Long Beach. That's how much it is.
Yeah, the Uber and Lyft rides went up when the gas prices have skyrocketed.
Ah,
And
that's
also
true,
during
dude. Gas
also
is
during the
like
pandemic,
$6 out here, Daddy.
also during the pandemic, the prices went up too, just for like driver safety and all that stuff. So, um, Johnny Boy sends a super chat. Johnny Boy 2000. We are about entering a golden age of renaissance of Disneyland. Here, Disney, take my money. I can't wait. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming to Disneyland. Like I mentioned to Mondo when we were talking, it seemed like Destination D23, which was at Disney World, was all about Disneyland as far as like announcements. But we all forget that 2019 D23 Expo was all about Epcot. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that was announced, Epcot's not even getting anymore, or it's been delayed indefinitely. But almost the entire presentation at D23 and even the Parks and Resorts Pavilion in the show floor was all about Epcot and Epcot's transformation for its 40th anniversary. And the only thing that Disneyland got during D23 Expo 2019 was Magic Happens. That was literally the only announcement that we had. We had the new cruise ships, we had Epcot, we had Magic Happens. So I'm thinking this time, D23 Expo 2022, it's time for Disneyland to shine. We
And
talked about
Disneyland Forward just dominates it.
Yeah, we get more details about Toontown, maybe. We get some details about the full, maybe downtown Disney renovation, Disneyland Forward Phase 1, whatever the heck that's going to be, if it's been approved. Lots of stuff for Disneyland on the horizon. Remember, Disneyland Forward is not something that they're going to be like, all right, we're starting it and it's going to be done in 10 years. Disneyland Forward is just the name that they came up with for basically the plans that Disneyland had to take all of their existing land and rezone it from the city so that they can use it for theme parks. It doesn't necessarily mean that as soon as they're approved, they're going to be like, bloop, 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 like just redo all this land right away. It just means that they have this space in their back pocket. So when they want to like add a new land onto Disneyland, Well, now they've got all this space that's the former downtown Disney parking lot that they can just be like, all right, we're taking that and we're going to make that into Disneyland. Because right now they can't do that. Even though they own that land is not zoned for use as a theme park. It's only zoned for how it's being used right now. So that's what Disneyland's trying to do. They're trying to rezone and reclassify all the land that they own so that in the future, when they do decide to expand, they can use their existing land for that purpose, which they cannot do right now. So Disneyland Forward doesn't mean like, oh wow, that's like this huge thing that's going to be built all at once. It just means that in the future, there's a potential that it could be.
We got a really good comment right here. Hold up. We're bringing back the churros, and we're bringing the churros and the chocolate chip churro, and I can't get enough of it. I gotta bring it up, Daddy. I gotta bring it up. I want to bring it up because it's just so funny. Hold on, I just did a live stream of this. Daddy, real quick, I don't know if you know the answer to this. Kimberly Moore asks, does the train from Long Beach go to Anaheim? I don't know the answer to that one.
I don't know either. The Amtrak pretty much runs like the Amtrak and the Metrolink pretty much run like north. So if you can take a train from Long Beach to LA Union, and then you can get to Disneyland from LA Union. So if whatever train in Long Beach can go to LA Union Station, then you can take that south and get on a different train down to the Arctic in Anaheim. And that's a possibility. Because you can take a train, a lot of people don't know, but you can take a train from Disneyland to Universal Studios if you really want to.
Yeah. Dude, I got it right here, Daddy. Look at this. Look at this. Let me get the volume up.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
And in Hong Kong, Disneyland, Follow Your Dreams has returned to the castle stage. With the comeback of Disney fairy tale weddings, couples are saying, I do, again at Disney. Mickey's Magical Music World is back at Tokyo Disney Resort. And holiday foods, they've returned, including the frozen salted caramel hot chocolate at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I was like,
what the hell is that? We gotta hear that again.
It's like some random
fairy tale weddings, couples are saying, I do, again at Disney. Mickey's Magical Music World is back at Tokyo Disney Resort. And holiday foods, they've returned, including the frozen salted caramel hot chocolate at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And we're getting the ball rolling at Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, returning in December. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort, the electrical water pageant is lighting up the night again. And we have certainly felt the love with the reimagined Disney California Adventure we found at Disney's Winter Summerland Miniature Golf.
That's fun.
The holiday gingerbread houses have returned to the hotel lobbies in Epcot's American Convention Rotunda. Avengers Assemble at Disney California Adventure. We opened Avengers Campus this year. With all of this magic back, we're celebrating with fabulous merchandise from bow to toe. Our holiday candlelight processional is back at Disneyland Park at Epcot. Yeah. Meanwhile, holiday cheer has returned to Disneyland Paris with Mickey's dazzling Christmas parade. And it's time to get your lanyards ready. Pin trading is back.
Pin trading is coming back, Daddy.
It's already been back.
Hold on. We got to keep going.
Disney stars on parade is marching down Main Street, USA at Disneyland Paris. Heading way down on the river, the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, Princess Tiana is back. We're so happy that Disney Cruise Line has returned to the high seas, and Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie are here to celebrate with us.
Wow.
Around the world, our spectaculars are lighting up the sky again, including Illuminate, a nighttime celebration in Shanghai. Cirque du Soleil is back at Walt Disney World and drawn to life. It's amazing. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Main Street Electrical Parade, it's coming back to the Disneyland Resort next year. And that's not all.
And that is not all. Churros are coming back.
In the new year, World of Color is returning to Disney California Adventure. And Fantasmic is returning to Disneyland Park. And Fantasmic is also returning to Disney's Hollywood Studios. And the Magic Kingdom, the Festival of Fantasy Parade is coming back. Along with an updated castle show, Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair, especially for the 50th anniversary celebration. And thanks so much to our cast who brought this all to life. It is so great to see you back as well. And the Light Processional is back at Disneyland Park. And you can once again enjoy a reimagined celebration of the Festival of the Lion King. More great news, churros are back. And you can fight again. You can once again enjoy great news, churros are back. 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 Great news, churros are back.
I just can't get enough of that. I need to make that as like a drop on the channel that churros are back. I can't get enough, dude.
Maybe you should change your name on Twitter like everyone does and put like 5 fires, churros are back.
Churros are back, dude. We need a shirt that says churros are back. Like, I really wish I had make shirts, you know what I mean? Man, I would love to rock a churros are back shirt, dude. Oh, Danny. Do you have any other topics you want to talk about when it comes down to Disneyland, or we're good?
We're good, but we talked about more than I thought we were going to talk about.
Yeah,
we almost had a full episode of 2 hours here of just pure speculating.
Yeah, that was awesome. And churros are back. By the way, for all the people watching right now, Rise of the Resistance around 7:40, it was 85 minutes. So about pretty much an hour and a half to 2 hour wait at the very end of the night. So for whoever wants to be like, I'm just going to do Rise at the end of the night, it closes at 8 and it's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hour wait. You know, if it doesn't break down, you know, Rise breaks down every now and then. But I just want to let people know that. All right, let's keep the adventure going. Danny, you had the time of your life, man. What went down at Knott's Merry Farm? For all the people that are new, we're transitioning into the segment where we only talk Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm has now fired up one of their best celebrations of the year called Knott's Merry Farm, and I love it.
I honestly was so impressed to see it fully back in place again. One major change that I noticed right away, and Mystery Bay noticed right away, and we talked about it in the video up on 5 Fires, was the Christmas Crafts Village is like 3 times as big as what it was.
Oh, it's huge?
Yeah, it starts now like all the way out, like as soon as you walk in the park, like the moment you walk in, like there's like Christmas crafts stuff, like that whole alleyway, like where the Indian dancing stage is at, that whole area is like a whole other aspect of the Crafts Village that didn't exist before.
Wow.
But Knott just goes all out with Christmas. I mean, every aspect of the park is it's like you're living and walking in a Christmas village, like those little Christmas miniature. Like it's like you're walking in a village. That's what Christmas Village looks like. That's what Merry Farm looks like for sure. We didn't have a chance on this particular night to see Merry Christmas Snoopy at the Walter Knott Theater, but we did have a chance to experience some of the food, some of the shopping, some of the other entertainment like Home for the Holidays on the main Calico stage. So we had a lot of time to show you guys all the food. A lot of people like the explanation of like where things were going to be at. I like that the sushi that they're doing for Christmas, Mondo, is not crazy. It's just colored. So that's kind of nice. The crazy Christmas sushi roll is actually just a California roll with tempura flakes that have been dyed either red or green. So it's like the crunchy stuff that comes on the outside of a crunch roll. They just dyed that. That's all.
Okay, so nothing crazy. Like, and
Yeah,
those are right here.
Yeah, it's not like a peppermint candy mixed with crab or something like that.
Yeah, when I saw this originally, I was like, hell no, dog. I don't know about, like, sushi's already, different. And this is like taking it to a next level.
Dude, I was all about that pickle pizza. Like, I was so excited to try that. I didn't get a chance to try it. But Mystery Bay was not having it. She thought that was disgusting looking. But
The
that
one
whole
right here?
yeah, it's covered in bacon and pickles. I think that's like the most amazing pizza choice ever.
You know what? I'm not gonna knock it before I try it.
So that's so pause it. That's wagon wheel pizza on the left. So the pickle pizza is wagon wheel.
Up a little.
So that's wagon wheel because I had to ask Wilf and Wilf told us. So
Shout out to Wilf, amazing.
So the bacon pickle pizza is at Wagon Wheel. The caramelized onion and sausage is at Hollywood Hits. And then the other one there on the right-hand side, I'm not sure what that one is because our faces are covering that.
The Rudolph Reuben.
Oh, the Reuben pizza. That's at Sutter's. The Sutter's pizza.
A Reuben pizza. Mm-hmm. What? That's crazy. We got a super chat. Hold up. Julie Rose. We always love all your great Disney info. Could you wish a happy birthday to my wife, Linda? She turns 50 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Linda. Thank you for being part of the Fine Fire community to Julie and Linda. Happy 50th. Wow. Holy smoke. You should go to Walt Disney World. Celebrate the 50th over there. That would be epic. But Julie and Linda, hope you guys have a magical, magical birthday.
We missed a super chat from Monica Weld, who sends $4.99 and says, thank you, Mondo and Danny. Love your channel. Much love from San Dimas, California.
Oh, damn. Hold on, Monica. Got you. I got you. Let me hit that horn. Man, every time I think of San Dimas, I always think of Raging Waters, right? Raging Waters. Raging Waters don't exist no more?
No, I think it still does. But as a kid, I always wanted to go to Raging Waters, but we had Wild Rivers down here in Southern California. So I always went to Wild Rivers, but I never went to Raging Waters. But I always wanted to go.
I went to Raging Waters one time, and it's one of those where, like, you get off, and it's like a toilet bowl type of effect. Mm-hmm. And I remember the guy was like, you cross your arms and you kind of keep your head like to your chest a little bit. And me not listening, I was really young at the time, so I was like, woo, dunk, ow, and then like you just fall in the hole, and I was like, okay, it makes sense to be in one of these, so you don't smash your head, dude. It hurt.
Well, we got Mouse Vibes in the chat, and they said the pickle pizza was awesome. What do you think about that, Mondo? Bacon and pickles.
I'm down to try any of these pizzas. Knott's always drops weird ass pizzas, and somehow they're good. They're good.
I know. I really like Knott's pizza crust. I don't know why. I just think it's really, really good.
I like only Wagon Wheel, Hollywood Hits. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm just gonna clarify that. We got a super chat. We got a lot to talk about, dude. This is a good Speculation Sunday, man. Knott's on preview night was complete mess. It was the worst experience ever because I didn't get to do anything. At least I was able to get evacuated off Mary Tells at the end, oversold. Dude, it's not a good night when your highlights an evacuation, Daddy. So what Josh is talking about, Knott's Berry Farm did a annual pass holder preview night, which was Thursday. Friday, This past Friday was the launch of the whole holiday season to anybody that comes to the park. Me thinking, hey, annual pass holder preview, it's going to be limited guests because you had to do this like online queue. No, it was a S show. It was a pack meter 10 out of 10. It was broken. And I told Danny, I was like, I'm glad you didn't go, man.
Yeah, Mystery Bay and I actually had tickets to go that night as well as going on Friday with the media coverage on Friday. But I had something come up. Mystery Bay couldn't get there in time either, so we couldn't go on Thursday night. And I was so happy that we didn't because it would have just been a nightmare, and I would have probably just left right away. There was a totally opposite experience the next day on Friday on the first public day of Knott's Merry Farm and also the media mix-in. So you would expect it to be a little bit more packed that day. But it was actually very pleasant on Friday. It was easy to, I mean, we walked it right up to some of the shows that were happening with very little wait. We were leaving the park. You could have just walked up to watch Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies doing their Christmas set in their whole theater without even waiting. I mean,
Yeah.
usually they have a long wait. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. On
Pause it right there.
On pass holder preview day, you almost had to wait 2 hours to watch Snoopy on Ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we're not even talking about a ride. It's a show. It's a show.
So we had a sample of some of the foods in the media reception here. They were smaller sized. But later on in the video, Mystery Bay and I actually got that particular sandwich by waiting in line at the Sutter's Grill, which, by the way, on a Friday night, open night of Merry Farm, we waited in line behind 2 people. So the complete opposite experience of what everyone had on Thursday. Like, we just walked right on up to Sutter's. We were in line behind 2 people, used our meal plan to get the cheery, crispy chicken with honey mustard coleslaw. This is what Mystery Bay and I were confused about, Mondo. That sandwich there, I have no idea, and neither did Mystery Bay, how that relates to Christmas in any way, shape, or form.
Dude, how did Frog's legs relate to Halloween?
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, hey, this sandwich looks pretty good with the honey mustard slaw, but like, I don't know how this is Christmas holiday.
Yeah, I don't know. We got Crazy Pink Lady. Great seeing you on the plane. Hope you enjoyed Destination D23. I think, let me screen share real quick. We got a super chat from Camara. Camara, thank you. Fine Fire's back. Hope you had a wonderful trip. Thank you for saying hi on the plane. I will say on my end, I had a very magical trip at Walt Disney World. I'll talk about that down the line. But Camara, seriously, thank you for the kindness. I appreciate you supporting the fire. And I hope you got home safe too. Because we got off the plane at like rush hour of LAX and all the parking, or not the parking, the freeway traffic. These, Danny, they got nothing to do with Christmas.
I mean, it was good, but it had nothing to do with Christmas at all.
Oh, damn, there's the legend. Hold on.
Excited about that right here.
He was there. He is. The legend, Wilf.
He was really excited about these poutine tater tots and those sweet potato fries with like the mushrooms and all that stuff on there, and turkey. He thought that those were going to be like 5 fires, like everyone's going to want to wait for those. To be honest, the poutine fries were really popular, and I remember you ended up really liking those, or Mystery Bay liked those. The only difference is this year they put them on tater tots instead of French fries, and they had some really wild out there funnel cakes. They had this like French toast funnel cake with pumpkin ice cream. It was just like French toast sticks, and then there's like, it's covered in maple syrup. Like, I don't know. And see, these are the homemade funnel cakes. So these are not the gross ones that are like pre-made. Like, these are the ones they cook fresh. And then this is the Nutella one. That one looks pretty good. Nutella and cream cheese. I mean, hey, that's pretty good right there.
And then this one, hungry.
This one had a whole pumpkin pie slice on top.
What? I didn't realize that one. I didn't realize that. Dude, calories don't count in Knott's Berry Farm. God damn.
No. not for these funnel cakes. That's for
Look
sure.
I can't help but laugh. We got a super chat. Javier, he says, I own a t-shirt printing business, Mondo. Slide in my DMs. We got you. Product of LA. Dude, I took a picture. I'll definitely DM you, man. There's so many times where I'm like, I wish I had a shirt of that. And like, I hope you can help me, dude. I'll definitely message you, Javier. I appreciate that, dude.
And if you keep going on the video, there's one thing that I really want to try. I'm going to add it to my list for when I go back with you, Mondo, for Mary Farm. Let's see if I think I talk about it in a little bit here. It's on the dessert side, so I don't know about that either. Right there, that corn dog, that's an apple pie corn dog, and it's an actual.
I'll try that. I'll try that.
It's an actual corn dog. Like there's a hot dog inside, but it's also apple pie flavored.
That's like how they did the pancake with the sausage inside. I was like, they fry that, but it was delicious. It was delicious. Is that the turkey balls right there?
There's the turkey balls and that famous Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, dude, Knott's went so hard with the food. For me, I think this Mary Farm food is 100 times better than whatever they brought for Scary Farm.
So right over here, Mondo, when I go in it, I want you to try this 100%. Right here, pause it. Sticky toffee pudding at Knott's Berry Farm. Not just at Three Broomsticks anymore. It's at Knott's Berry Farm.
What?
Wilf was actually really excited for you to try this one because he knows you like that one at Universal.
Wow. Okay. This looks a lot different than Knott's Berry or Universal Studios. Scrooge's sticky toffee pudding, huh? Dude, I can't believe Knott's brought this.
I want to try those. Those are available in Santa's cabin right there.
Damn, you had like a little fireplace going at this event?
Yeah, they had all kinds of stuff going on.
Look at this. What? Was that real fire?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. You know, there's something I want to mention. And I actually mentioned this to Wilf myself when I had a chance to speak with him. I think if Knott's can somehow bring ticketed events like they did in 2020, the people will come, dude. A more calm and like an after hours event, essentially. I think it would be a great idea where they could bring on the days they don't do Not Scary Farm, they could do Halloween for the kids. And then on Christmas time, maybe they could have a more like full-on experience with characters, maybe different shows, maybe add fireworks to Christmas on a ticketed event for Mary Farm. I think it would be genius and people would want that. Danny, how do you feel about that?
No, I agree. We've talked about this together many times. I think they need to figure out a way to bring back those paid events with the tabs, the prepaid tabs, because people like that. They like being able to just go from booth to booth to try it. And I think a lot of people would buy into something like that. The way that it is now is a little more confusing sometimes.
Yeah. And I think too, if Knott's was to do these like ticketed events, it kind of like condenses, like it's just easier to get foods. Like if you base it on foods, like, because when you go to Mary Farm or you even went to Scary Farm, it was kind of hard to be like, where the hell's all this food at? It's throughout the whole park. Damn, where do I begin? It was nice when they had like booths, you know, like, oh, if you go to this booth, they got this, and that. You go to that booth, they have this, and that.
Yeah.
Blue blop.
Blue blop. Blue blop.
We got a super chat from Chris West. Hope everyone has a good Christmas. I'm excited. This is my last week for Knott's. It was a fun 2-year experience working for them. Seeing everyone excited for Mary Farm makes me happy. Heck yeah, man. Thank you, Chris. You've been amazing, dude. I hope wherever your adventure takes you, it's amazing there as well, dude. You did a great job at Knott's Berry Farm. We have Jamie B. It's been a great year following you, Mondo. Never wanted anything to do with YouTube. but thanks to my husband, I can't stop. Knott's Tastings is where it started with Danny, Noah, and Mystery Bay. Damn. Well, thank you, Jamie B. Appreciate you sticking with us.
Yeah, but this show here was one of the other things that I love at Mary Farm is the Home for the Holidays show. I think it's like such a cool show. Remember, it's the one, Mondo, that has like the sets that move all on the main stage and everything.
This show has so much to it.
The production quality on this show is just insane. Like, and it's all on that main stage. Like, I don't even know how they put all that on there.
I know, dude. Like, I just want to throw it out there, and I'm not trying to throw shade, but I always get amazed. How can Knott's do these elaborate shows and their annual pass is only $100 freaking dollars when Disney charges $1,400 and there's like nothing new like this coming to the park? I always get amazed that they could get 20 to 30 entertainers like in this one show. We're not even talking about Snoopy on Ice and all the other stuff that they're doing. Like, how can Disney not bring more entertainment at a $1,400 price tag of an annual pass? I just, every time I see this, I always think of that, Danny.
Yeah, and look how many entertainers are in the show. It's absolutely nuts how many people are in that show. And that's not even Merry Christmas Snoopy, which has like probably twice so many more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, we found out on this particular visit when I was with Mystery Bay, I didn't even know this, that bucket hat is actually Spirit Jersey branded.
What?
Yeah, so that's a Spirit Jersey, a branded Spirit Jersey for Knott's Berry Farm, and then the bucket hat is also Spirit Jersey. So if you move forward on it, we actually we show the hat, and if you fast forward a little bit,
there we go.
Right there. It's Spirit Jersey branded. It has the tag inside. It says Spirit Jersey on it.
Damn. We got regular Josh 1 with the super chat. That food is gonna make me a meal plan. Make me add a meal plan to my pass. Make me add a meal plan to my pass. So much to try. Hope I can see you at Knott's Mary Farm Sunday. Dude, Josh, definitely. If you already have a pass, add the meal plan. I remember when somebody tried to tell me to add the meal plan, I thought they were crazy until the day I actually added the meal plan to my Knott's Berry Farm pass. I was like, damn, I am an idiot for not having this the whole time. Like, I just felt like I wasted time that I could have had more meal plan. The meal plan at Knott's Berry Farm is worth every single dollar. It just is. Let me see. We got Roll the Doctor with the super chat. Shout out to @Churros. Glad you're back at Disneyland. Dude, you know what's funny when Josh said the whole and churros are back? I felt like I was the only one that caught that because I started laughing like, and I was like, anybody else like catch that this dude just said churros are back?
I laughed at the little random pudding that he like shouted out from Hollywood. I was just like, what is happening right now?
I didn't even know that thing existed.
I was just like, why are we talking about salted caramel pudding over here?
All right, Danny, give us the 411. What do we know? What do we need to know about Knott's Berry Farm? People that are going to be going soon. What are some tips, advice? What do they need to know before they get there?
Yeah, from Knott's Berry Farm, I would highly recommend watching the video on Five Fires YouTube, so you get an overview on all the food, so you can kind of plan. I would say just know the food that you want, and then kind of figure out where it's at when you're there. The Knott's Berry Farm Instagram account has a lot of great information on pictures of the food, so if you want to see what it looks like too, in addition to what you've already seen. But definitely make a plan for the entertainment, and the entertainment like at the nighttime and the evening time. So like I would say starting at like 5 p.m. and on, like your whole evening could just be like all entertainment. There's like so much stuff going on. You got like Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. You got the Home for the Holiday show. There was another show with like kind of like an a cappella group, like the one at DCA over by the Christmas tree. You have the lighting ceremony. You have You have glow or snow and glow on Ghost Town, which is the snowfall moment with the music happening in the Ghost Town streets. That happens on the big corridor of Ghost Town, where like the Ghost Town candy store is at, and like leading to like where Origins Maze is usually at, and then of course the main street of Ghost Town does it. So like those two big areas, and then around the Christmas tree too, like the saloon. It does it all right there as well. So there's just so much going on, like entertainment wise at Christmas. It's kind of crazy. And we didn't even get a chance to head over to like Fiesta Village or and seeing all the Christmas stuff happening over there. And then we didn't have a chance to go over to like the Knott Radio on Boardwalk and kind of see that over there. And we didn't even go to the Santa's cabin, which is a whole other thing in and of itself. And you can actually get like really close to Santa this time.
And they sell like picture packages that you could buy. Like if you take your family to go meet Santa at Knott's Merry Farm, it could be like one of those like postcard type of things, where you give like your family photos to your family and stuff like that. I don't know if they're doing Santa's cookies. Are they doing Santa's cookies in there?
Yeah, they had cookies going on in there.
It's hard not to buy those, Danny.
And they have drinks in there too. They got some beer and other spirits in there going on. So, and in addition to that, they also had we can't forget the what is it? The Christmas Crafts Village. That expanded, so that's a whole other aspect of your night, going from booth to booth to booth, seeing all the handmade stuff that people bring. There was a ton of stuff. We didn't even have a chance to look at like two of them, and like there was just even on the main street, Mondo, of Ghost Town, like the main street, like right there where the shooting gallery and stuff. There's booths there, even there. So like they've got them just like all over the place this time, more so than normal. So I feel like you can go, and then we didn't even talk about the Camp Snoopy stuff. They got stuff at the Camp Snoopy stage during the day for Christmas.
There's just so much, dude. Knott's Merry Farm, it's an event you could visit 5 times and completely do something different 5 times. Like, and there's just so much to it.
They brought back the hot chocolate thing.
How much is it to refill those things?
I don't know. I think it's like 20 something. Mystery Bay got one though.
I have to be honest. I bought the hot cocoa thing and I used it once. I just kept forgetting it. So if you buy it, just leave it in the car or something. Keep it clean, but leave it in the car so you can be like, oh, I need my hot cocoa cup, Because for some reason, I just did a bad job bringing it to the park. We got a huge super chat. Kimberly Moore for all the holiday goodies. My Atlanta.
Oh my goodness.
Kimberly Moore, thank you. Seriously. There is a lot of holiday. I have a lot of ideas that involve holiday treats at Disneyland. Obviously Knott's Merry Farm or Knott's Merry Farm with all the treats they're doing. And Grinchmas. Freaking Grinchmas. I'm going to meet some Who's. I'm going to have some Whoville hash, as they call it. Kimberly, those funds are going straight to all that. There's a lot of that coming. I seriously appreciate you supporting the channel so much, Kimberly.
Thank you, Kimberly Moore.
That's I always get lost for words, Kimberly. Seriously. We got Chris West. Funko needs to buy Spirit jersey like how they already own Loungefly. Honestly, as much as I love the Spirit jerseys, we need something else. I don't know what something else is. Like probably better hoodies. Disney ain't making cool hoodies, right? Am I right or wrong? But
yeah, I want some good quality hoodies.
Yeah, like a Nike or an Adidas version, something, dude.
Something high quality. We got a new member, Dennis Hall.
Oh, damn. Dennis, thank you for joining the Five Fire community.
We got a super chat from Yvette GA who says, love the Five Fires. Mondo with Danny, Mystery Bay, Noah, and Chris is the perfect comedic combo to make this the best video.
Man, it's hard to just get everybody together. Like lots of times where if like you see a lot of us together, it kind of just happened. Like it just like, okay, let's all fire it up. Let's go get all the foods. But once again, Kimberly, seriously, thank you,
Thank you very
my
much.
Santa. Demi, let's do Grinchmas. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, Brian makes a great point. The hot chocolate at Knott's Merry Farm, that is some like 10 out of 10 hot. They freaking, you could cook eggs with that.
You could what do they call it? Poach eggs. You could poach eggs with that.
Yeah, for real, dude, for real. Anything else you want to talk about Knott's Merry Farm related? Because I feel like we still got a lot to talk about, but we just got to experience it before like we go deeper into it.
Yeah, there's a lot more we got to experience. Like I said, I want to do the Camp Snoopy stuff. I know I probably won't have an opportunity to do that because I can only go on weekends, but I know that I can experience that through Mondo, like when he goes, because Mondo does those fire updates during the day at Knott's Berry Farm, and those are the ones that hit hard because he can usually get a lot of stuff done. But I really want to get a closer look at the Christmas Crafts Village and just kind of walk through that, and also try some of the foods that, more so than what we already tried. That turkey sandwich was really calling my name. I know some people got it and didn't like it, but I'm holding out hope that like maybe that was a bad batch because that looked so good. It looked so good. But
I think that's it for Knott's Merry Farm. I do not know how the experience went on Sunday, but I know Saturday was definitely a good experience. Let's transition now into Universal Studios Hollywood, Danny.
And I actually have to head out though.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. All right, Danny. Yeah. Appreciate your time. Thank you for another amazing Speculation Sunday, my friend.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, watch the video on Knott's Merry Farm, and then go back and watch all of Mondo's coverage at D23. There's a lot to get caught up on if you guys haven't got caught up on that yet.
Yep. Thank you, Danny. Have a good night, dude.
I was going to say, we should do a whole live on just talking about like that stuff we were talking about earlier.
Oh, the Disney?
Yeah, there's just too much.
I know we could have kept going, but I want to hit all the parks on this live stream.
I could do 3 or 4 hours on that. But.
We'll I already know more's coming down the line, but I think this week we'll make some time to talk more Disneyland in regards to like go deeper into all this stuff and kind of see how Rise plays out. I feel like Rise is probably going to be a S show tomorrow again, but it's going to calm down. And then whenever Disney Genie Plus comes, it's going to get worse again. It's going to be like, you know what I mean? It's going to be up and downs.
All right, guys.
Have a good night, Danny.
Thank you.
All right. So y'all just got the Cali bait. Okay, I want to talk about Universal Studios Hollywood now. We're gonna transition, and then after we talk a little bit of Universal Studios, I'm gonna go into Florida talk. So if you guys want to stay tuned for some Florida talk, I'll do that at the end of this Universal segment. So Universal Studios Hollywood, they're setting up for Grinchmas. If you've never been to Grinchmas at Universal, they do it in the plaza. So on the upper lot, or yeah, I guess I'll call it the upper lot. On the upper level of Universal, they do it in that plaza area in front of Kung Fu Panda. I think Grinchmas, from all the cheese I keep hearing, it's not going to be as grand as before, but it seems like there's going to be some like hidden gems to this Grinchmas. The big thing that I keep pushing for, and like I'm very vocal about it, I want the Who's that were singing in either 2018, I think it was, or 2019 for that matter. That was amazing, and they took that away in 2018 they did it. They took it away in 2019, and to me, Grinchmas lacked a lot of life without the singing and the interacting from that whole aspect. And they took away a lot of Who's, and it just like the event kind of got, to be quite frank, it wasn't as eventful as 2018. So for me, I hope they bring back a lot more Who's. They bring back the singing Who's, and the other part about this Christmas this Christmas holiday season at Universal Studios, they're bringing Christmas back to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is going to have a whole Christmas theme. They're going to have the frogs singing Christmas music. The castle is going to finally have a nighttime show. That hasn't happened at all. There was projections at HHN, but now there's going to be a Christmas show. And that Christmas show is actually very beautiful. I could have sworn I've done a video on it. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Five Fires Harry Potter Christmas. Let me see if something comes up. I'm pretty positive I did it. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I always want to say that. Man, I did this video so long ago. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can bring it up. Man, this is like 2018. Damn. Let me see. I think I have. Did I do the singing for? Oh, right here. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. Give me a second.
Ding dong, ring the Hogwarts bell.
So this is a Christmas holiday show that they do with the frogs. It's actually really cool. It's a lot of fun in person.
All wonders the ways of Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas Day.
And this whole show is probably, I'll say about 10 minutes to 15 minutes.
Come around the sparkling fire. Have a Merry Christmas Day.
And then I don't know if I did it in this vlog. Did I put the nighttime fireworks show? I hope I did. No, I didn't. No, I did. Man. Oh, do I show the foods? Does Marvin show the foods? Spare ribs. I don't know if there was Christmas foods or not. I don't think there was. I don't think there was. Damn, I don't have the nighttime show. I really wish I did. I know I have it somewhere in one of my vlogs from back in the day. Oh man, let me see if I can find it. Harry Potter night show. I only have dark arts, man. Well, I know what I need to film. Yeah, I definitely need to film that light show. I thought I had it. I don't know. But for Universal Studios Hollywood, the cheese I wanted to get into, I mentioned it before, and it seems like this rumor is getting stronger. And honestly, it just makes sense. Whenever Super Nintendo World opens for Universal Studios Hollywood, it's going to be boarding groups. You cannot enter the land unless you have a boarding group. Now that we're getting more and more of the land coming alive, there is absolutely no room in that land for big, large crowds. So it's going to be a very limited experience. What I keep wondering is if the whole experience of going into the land of Super Nintendo World, is it going to feel like kind of what Galaxy's Edge felt like before it opened, where you had to stay in the hotel to get first dibs of boarding groups, and then you have to go in this random lottery system before you even show up? Or is it going to be like a boarding group like at 7 a.m. and whoever gets it, they're the first ones to go in the land, and then there's another boarding group at 12, and then everybody gets to go in the land. So there's a lot of weird stuff that's going to be coming down the line. Hopefully Universal Studios Hollywood actually releases a concept art of whatever the heck Super Nintendo World's going to look like. You know, I could point out and keep saying what I think is going to happen, but this is the big cheese man I wanted to talk about, and I don't think I could say any names of. Yeah, I'll just go into the cheese man, since this is all speculation, and this is Speculation Sunday. So the big speculation that has come through, and I hope it's true, but who knows if it is or it isn't. If you've ever been to inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Three Broomsticks is like their marquee restaurant. It's there's a lot of room, a lot of places to sit down. It's all in the theming of Harry Potter. The food's really good. The way that they formatted the restaurant is really convenient. You pay, pick up at a window, take it out to eat. From what I keep hearing, that same style that you have at Three Broomsticks is going to be coming to Super Nintendo World. And it's going to be very similar to how Three Broomsticks is. That same format is now going to go into Super Nintendo World. So I do not know how they're going to theme that restaurant. I have no clue, but whatever Three Broomsticks is, you're going to get that inside Super Nintendo World. So that's kind of like the first confirmation, chisme, speculation that we're hearing about a restaurant inside Super Nintendo World. I don't know if it'll be similar to what they have in Japan. I don't know if that looks like Three Broomsticks or not, but I'm very excited. I can't wait to do everything Super Nintendo World. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oreo Dude with the super chat. He says, good topic. My little girl Coco birthday was last week. Well, happy birthday to her. I hope she has a wonderful month. But happy birthday to Coco. Let me see. I'm just reading. One thing I do hope at Universal Studios, I know it's not them. It's really LA County. Wearing a mask all day at the theme park is just tough. It is so tough. Disney, they're implementing the mask only indoors. And hopefully at some point all this goes away. Go back to the normal times. And if you want to still wear a mask when everything is taken away, that's, it's everybody's, you got to prioritize your own health and how you want to do things. But I got a lot of questions that always ask me about the whole vaccine requirement. For the most part, if the park is not projected to be above 10,000, that's what I keep hearing. If it's not projected to be above 10,000, they don't require you to show anything vaccine. You just walk right in. You don't have to have a negative test, nothing. If it is projected to have over 10,000, then that's when they are requiring you to essentially show, are you vaccinated? Do you have a negative test? They do testing, or not testing, I think they do shots in the parking lot. They do have a site for people. If you do want to get that done, they have it there. But I just wanted to get that information out there because I know I get asked that a lot. And this is a perfect platform to let everybody know how that works. So not every day they ask. It's only when they're projected to have more than 10,000. Let me see. I'm just reading real quick the comments. That's it for Universal Studios. Not a lot of chisme coming through for Universal, but Grinchmas is going to launch this coming week, and I'm very excited. Thanksgiving, most importantly, is coming this week, and I can't wait to hang out with friends, family, and for me, we're not even talking about theme parks no more right now. I'm most excited for stuffing and cranberry sauce. That's like my, like if I ain't no ham, I ain't no turkey, mashed potatoes, I would be sad if I didn't get, but if I could just get stuffing and cranberry sauce, that's all I need. What I want to ask you guys, what's your guys' favorite, favorite food or snack or treat during Thanksgiving? I'm really curious. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Let me see. Will there ever fireworks for... So the only fireworks that are coming for Universal is like a little bit during the Christmas projection show on the castle. That's it. There'll be probably fireworks for New Year's Eve, but that's completely different. Let me see. Peter says, I want gravy. Michelle says stuffing. Annabelle says mashed potatoes. Red potato, mashed potato. That's my favorite. Henry, dude, stuffing 100%. Oh, man. Let me see. Crystal and Chris says, give us all the honey glazed ham with gravy. Oh, damn. Miss Splenda said lumpia. I love lumpias. Michelle says pumpkin pie. Ooh, cornbread stuffing. I don't know if I've ever had that. Kawhi Nancy says the turkey. A lot of people not saying turkey. Eric Patterson says mac and cheese with shrimp. Damn. Ooh. Merciless Kitty says pizza instead of turkey. Okay. I could go with that. Amy Balance says one of my favorites is pecan pie. I love pecan pie. corn casserole. You know, I haven't had that many casseroles in my life. I'm trying to think if I've ever tried corn casserole. Regular Josh says, I love me some good Cornish hen. Damn, I don't even know what that is. Man, I've been sleeping. Jennifer says, same. I love stuffing and cranberry sauce. Disney Diva Jen says, the mac and cheese. Dan Patrick says, the prime rib. Andrew says, the festive tamales. Man, I'm getting more hungry right now than in the Knott's Berry Farm segment we did. Oh, man. Brian Sevilla says, the turkey and gravy. Heck yeah. Dude, amazing. Thank you guys for commenting. All right. I want to go into Florida. I want to go into some Florida talk. We're done with Speculation Sunday in regards to Disneyland and Knott's and Universal. We're going to go into some Florida talk. Like I said earlier in the live stream, if you guys were here, Delta to me has seemed like I'm almost thinking of doing a video about this, like down the line where it's, so you don't have to watch it live. You can just watch a video. To me, it seems like Delta is like the better airline that I've enjoyed and had the best experience with. I've flown it 2 times now, and both times it's been incredible. Today, when I was in Orlando's airport, American Airlines had like 500, maybe 1,000 people. Like, I don't know what happened, but there was huge crowds, and I thought that was Delta at first. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to make my flight? Like, I got to wait that out. So come to find out, Delta was on the other side, like right after American Airlines. I walked right up, checked in, went through security. Because I don't know if American Airlines and the other flights, but Delta had this security. I just walked. It was like a 5-minute experience through security, and then went and boarded. Very simple process and very streamlined. So I just want to let people know, if you guys are thinking about flying and going to Florida, I really recommend Delta. Really recommend Delta. To keep going with the conversation, I have a video that I'm going to make. I did stay at the Gaylord Palms. It's not even a hotel. This thing's like a convention. It's humongous. And now I've stayed on property. I stayed on an Airbnb. I stayed in a hotel. And now I've stayed in like this massive convention center. So I have a lot of insight of like all these different experiences when staying at Walt Disney World or just in Orlando in general. So I can't wait to do a video on that, but like all the pros and the cons and stuff like that. But for my Orlando trip, my highlights, I have 2 really big highlights, and it's not even related to Destination D23. Universal Orlando is such an amazing theme park. I always get blown away at the great time I always have at Universal Orlando. For all the people that are going to Florida at some point in time, or even thinking of planning a Florida trip, I really suggest considering using one of your days to do Universal Orlando and maybe add on Islands of Adventure, which is their second theme park on their property. Their Christmas time, I did post a video here on Five Fire's YouTube. It didn't get a lot of views, so I was like, maybe people are just not interested in Universal Orlando, I guess. I don't know. But if you watch that video, you'll see like Universal Orlando offers a lot for Christmas, and it's not a ticketed event. It's just part of the theme park experience, like the shows, all the singing and the theming and all the Christmas tree, the cavalcades they had, and then the humongous Macy-inspired parade. It was crazy. Universal Orlando was amazing. Second, I'm glad I get to talk. I'm going to post a video about this tomorrow. I'm going to edit it today to post it tomorrow. The Disney Very Merriest After Hour Party. I went to Magic Kingdom's After Hour Party, and holy smokes was I blown away at how cool that was. If you ever consider going to Walt Disney World during Christmas, I almost want to say you better add the after hour party to your trip. All the wait times were like 5 minutes. You get soda, water, hot cocoa, cookies, popcorn, ice cream, all included in your after hour event. So as you're going through the theme park doing whatever you're doing, you could always stop and get popcorn, get soda, get water, get ice cream. Like, that's all included in this after hour event. Then they had this show at the front of the castle that was like amazing. It was like, I think they did 4 of them and it was amazing. They did the parade, and at Walt Disney World, you don't get Christmas unless you pay for it. So Walt Disney World, they close at 8 a lot during this holiday season because the after hour party. And the parade, I loved it. I loved everything about the parade. No complaints. The really cool part about the parade is it's snowing the whole time on Main Street while the parade's coming through. That was really magical. I really, really enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed that. Also, the fireworks show, I cried. I don't care. I'm not ashamed to say I cried. I cried. It was so beautiful. For all the people considering the after hour party in the future or even this year, buy it. Just buy it. You won't regret it. It is hella expensive. It was like $225. But if you're traveling and you're trying to have this badass experience with low wait times and a Christmas theme, it's worth every single dollar. Every single dollar. A lot of people kept asking me, is it better than Merriest Nights? Merriest Nights can't even compare to anything that went down in Florida. You get the cool part about the holiday or the Christmas after hour party in Florida. You get to enter at 7, so you get to watch Enchantment at 8 o'clock. So that's a fireworks show, and then from like 8 to 9, when they're kicking everybody out, you could actually start doing rides. It's just an amazing experience. It's just an amazing. I'm gonna post that video tomorrow. I did do a live stream, so if you guys want to check that out, but I did a vlog to kind of condense everything. You know, I was dancing. Next year, I'm already doing it now. I'm gonna save up money. If you guys know who my tia is, I call her my manager. I promise her if I ever hit 100,000, I would take her to Magic Kingdom. I'd take her to Walt Disney World, and I'll be the one to cover the expenses. So I'm gonna follow through with that and share the Disney magic with my manager. So I was telling her earlier today, I was like, I want you to do this party. And she was like, why? It didn't seem that great. I was like, you don't understand. It was great. It was great. So I'm going to save my money and get her to Florida next year. I hope I could bring Mystery Bay and whoever else. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. For Disneyland, or not Disneyland, for Florida, I didn't do Disney Genie Plus, and I had no regrets. No regrets. I feel like you don't need Disney Genie Plus to have a good time. Like, I had a great time without that. So I feel like it's going to be more of the same when it comes to Disneyland. You don't need Disney Genie Plus. Look at Rise of the Resistance eating up 3 hours of wait time while Fantasyland was 5 minutes all day in the morning. So for me, I'm happy people could finally just come to Disneyland and experience Rise of the Resistance. Yeah, it's 3 hours. Well, hello, you're at Disneyland. There's long lines always. There's been long lines for 65 years. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I think for the most part that's kind of everything I wanted to talk about for now. When it comes down to Florida, I just want to say thank you everybody for all the people that joined today's live stream. Your kindness, your support, your time, most important. Thank you. It means the world. I love that we could fire up these speculation Sundays and talk theme parks, you know, and I'm always like so appreciative that we have this strong, amazing community here. I really, really am thankful and blessed to have you, everybody watching, be part of this community. Five Fires community is just like so badass. Like we like where we have started and where we have come. I feel like we've just grown stronger every day, day in, day out, and all the new faces and new names that keep coming through. You guys are well appreciated. So for all the people that have followed me from the beginning and that are still here, hell yeah, Five Fires. And for all the people that have joined or that are new, Five Fires to you too. We're going to be taking this to the moon. I keep saying it. There's a lot of non-theme park content coming soon too. So we don't just do theme parks, but the way that we did a whole year talking about theme parks, I wanted to just do a whole lot of theme parks because we hyped it up so much in the closure in 2020. I don't want to say I'm getting theme parked out, but I can't wait to have adventures outside of theme park. I want to go back to San Diego. I want to go back to Vegas. I want to do a lot of things. So for all the people wondering, we are going to do a lot of non-theme park stuff very, very soon. Especially now that we could travel more accessibly and there's not so much restriction behind it. I'm very excited to get back to traveling. I am getting the travel bug. I know I forgot who mentioned it to me a long time ago. They're like, once you start traveling, you're going to never look back. And I was like, I don't like traveling. I'm starting to really like traveling. And you get a churro. Churros are back, everybody. Churros are back. Oh, man. We got Chris West with the super chat. Last thing, what's your thoughts on Walt Disney World suspending some of their passes too? I know I wanted to talk about it, but man, we talk so much Disney. My thoughts, it's coming to Disneyland. They're probably going to suspend all the passes too, except the cheapest one, which is the California resident. I feel like the passes are going to be suspended here too. I don't feel like Walt Disney World had a annual pass holder problem. Let's talk about that real quick. We got a little bit of time. I know it's getting late. Damn, 10:45. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to keep you guys up so late. In Walt Disney World, every day I was able to cancel my reservation and change it to a different park in the same day. In Walt Disney World, you have same day cancellation, and you could, for the most part, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, they were always available. It seemed like Magic Kingdom was the only one that wasn't available, but that's mainly because they closed at 8 and they have the after hour party right now. But it's nice. It wasn't like right now, if you look at the California Disneyland reservation, they ain't nothing. I can't get nothing in November. I can't get nothing in December. And every Saturday and Sunday in January are gone. Like, I always think to myself, like, when I bought this Magic Key, what did I buy? I thought I had no block out dates. But that's a subject for another story. I think it's going to be coming to Disneyland as well. I feel like they're going to suspend all the passes, and the only one available is going to be the California resident, which is the lowest one. The one that can't go right now. The Palms. I'm down, Demi. I'm down. Yes, San Diego, very beautiful city. I love San Diego. Love San Diego. That's right. Five Fires is going to Dollywood. We're going, I don't know what month or whatever, but that's happening for sure. Mac Harris, I don't know where you are, brother, but shout out to you for inspiring that trip. That's happening for sure. That is happening for sure. All right. Let me see. I'm just reading through the comments right now. All right. I think I'm caught up. All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you once again for joining Speculation Sunday on a Monday. This Sunday is going to be on Sunday. Don't worry. But appreciate your time, your positivity, and thank you to all the moderators for always being so amazing. You guys are incredible. Just day in, day out on our live streams. You guys are like, I can't thank you enough. Seriously, thank you, moderators. Thank you. 5 fires for the moderators. All right, everybody. We are faring it down. The Cali Bay is calling it a day. I'm the main host, Monto.